and then we play with the emotes. Let's see. Am I the one that starts this, or just oh, okay, since Dave was the leader, yeah. Dave, do you have a different aesthetic?
I did go in for a paint job, yes.
Because it's like this is gonna be a weird reference, but it in a weird way, the way that your character looks now looks like how the Chows from Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 would go through an evolution. It looked like that's how it looks like you have evolved. Looks like you went through your little cocoon and you evolved to like your next state.
Okay, I was picturing more like a car factory, like a spray paint shop.
Yeah,
okay.
That's probably a more realistic descriptor.
We've located a strange facility on the seabed. Enter the facility and investigate.
Where do I sign up, Gabi? Hell yeah. That's right, my dude. That's right. Feel free to let me know, by the way, if the audio is clunky.
Later, of course. Just remembered that.
Oh, it continues to vex us. Yeah, feel free to let me know if the audio is clunky. If you're hearing too much game and not enough of the boys, or too much of the boys and not enough of me, or something similar. I want to make sure you can hear, of course, me, but also my friends. The game audio, can be sacrificed further. We couldn't have done this without your help. Thanks. I'm helpful. Smiley face. Seems good. Alright, cool. Thank you, Gabi.
Did I ever talk to someone? No, let me through the door.
Oh, we have to talk to this lady as well. Elf girl. Elf ear girl.
I mean, just literally me.
And Gabi, now that you're getting more into streaming, you too get to understand or experience the frustrations and or curses of audio things on stream. You've probably already had it before, but it's like it is a constant battle. Lurk and hell, sounds good, Elgaus. I appreciate that, bud. Also, Elgaus, whenever I see that emote, I think of the whole like, I'm not a trash can't, I'm a trash can. It's like, the positive kind of trash, pro trash opinion. Or mindset, rather. But thank you for being here, bud. Good luck, and don't die, please.
Okay, so I'm actually reading.
I am going to turn the audio down.
So the reason that we have altered beasts is because they were injecting body fluids from giant crustaceans into weapons. Okay.
Seems legit.
That's a big gun.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Some audio stuff, yeah. Garbage grind set. I'm thinking maybe grime set, like the grime and the grossness.
I forgot I have wings.
Be the seabed upper levels, right? Some issues, yeah. Oh, filter settings, so yeah, like limiters, that kind of thing. Whoa. Oh, that's your little mag friend. That's awesome. I forgot. Yeah, he has little wingy dings. That's neat.
Yeah.
Little wing dings.
I think that's the one that kind of unfolds in
Whoa,
combat
that's
too.
so cool. On a scale of 1 to 10, how anime are we, guys?
We're getting up there. We're about a 7 right
This
now.
is pretty up there, man. Yeah. Sonic with wings and a purple motherfucking Mace Windu lightsaber is not something I expected to start my day with, but here we are. Maybe different mic, yeah. I mean, the Blue Yeti, which is what I use, is nice. It might be a little bit overkill for some.
Notices real-time reflections in the water too.
Oh, that is nifty, yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty darn good.
We've left Dreamcast territory.
Yeah. We're like branching out into new path. Oh, that's cool too. So pretty.
Yeah,
I do remember
this not being a fantastic time.
Yeah, it's gonna get weird. Because these guys are spicy boys. Actually, these aren't too bad,
God,
but
this thing
yeah.
does so much damage. Hold on.
Leave some pussy for the rest of us, Dave. But yeah, Blue Yeti's good. Blue Snowball is also good. Anything by Blue is usually considered pretty good.
I never remember the quick weapon switch button.
I
Left
think
bumper plus walk.
Elgato has some good USB mics as well. I mean, any like decent USB mic is probably going to be fine. I would probably recommend against a fancy XLR mixer kind of solution because they are
This was
awesome,
kinda cool looking.
but they're very hard to figure out and incredibly expensive. I don't think it's worth it unless you're like a professional.
Except I
But like I got the Blue
rebound that to
Yeti, it's
something.
fine.
Yeah.
Blue Yeti is probably a bit much. But if you wanted to, a Blue Yeti and then optionally Voice Meter Banana, that which gives additional stuff along the lines of like a digital mixer, similar to Voice Meter
So you
Banana,
get
that lets you like
discussions about
fine tune it
microphones
further
and the,
and EQ your voice to be
The
a
only thing I would
little bit cooler
suggest,
sounding. Because the default, I'm not using
you're
default
at
settings. I'm using the Voice Meter Banana to like tweak it a
it's-
little bit.
If you
And
plan on using it
you can
long-term,
make a Blue Yeti or
I
a
would
Blue
specifically
Snowball.
recommend if you're looking to get, or if you are wanting a Blue Yeti, to get the
Oh.
XLR one and interface with it. Because
Really?
That gives you an upgrade path, yeah, that gives you an upgrade path later.
It
If you want
does,
to go
but
to
it's
something nicer than a Yeti, then you already have the equipment to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thinking.
interfaces
it's-
are part of the big cost of an XLR.
It is, but like it's expensive, and like most people just don't need it. So that's where I'm kind of like, I guess it's a thing. It's like it depends on on how serious you want to take something like streaming or YouTubing. But I'm just like, I feel like it's overkill for most people, honestly. I feel like the Blue Yeti's overkill for most people, honestly.
Okay, I give up. I'm just gonna use the keyboard.
Oh no.
Oh, for the shortcut thing. Cause yeah, all I know is what the GameCube input is.
Yeah, well, apparently I rebound a couple of the buttons on the controller, and it's no longer left bumper Y.
Oh, the little bear friends, little robot lads. Oh yeah, we can't. I think we have to. Yeah, we would have to get to the other side. Oh, this is shitty. You can even like physically walk over this way and be like, hey, I can just walk through here. Nope, can't do it. Yeah, so
these
we'll have to
robots
go
keep
around.
spawning, and I'm doing damage to the boxes. But
To
don't
spawners,
actually-
yeah. Oh, there we
I
go.
can't
Oh, they
reach
do
them.
break.
Yeah, only ranged people I think can reach them unless you have some kind of sidearm.
Yeah, having a ranged option even as a melee guy is kind of important.
Yeah, so like we can kill that, but we can't actually do anything with this from here, so we'll have to go around anyway. Oh, here we go. Ah, fire! Oh.
Are there traps? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was the little red laser friend. Ooh.
Okay, it's a very ominous looking button, that's what that is.
Oh. Those reflections are so neat. Oh, big friend.
hi.
Hello, big friend.
Look at that guy.
These big
Oh
boys.
my god, he turns invisible. You can see him in the
Oh!
reflection.
Uh-oh.
That's really cool. You can see his real-time reflection when he's invisible.
Oh, that's good to know, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, trimate on the ground, by the way. I'm gonna drop it like it's hot. Oh, crap, wrong menu. I'm sorry. I will eventually drop this trimate as soon as I stop pissing my pants. It's on the ground. Oh, that means we're no longer getting the so-and-so found a unique item every time we find a trimate or a dimate.
I think if you drop it, it doesn't do that.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking since I just picked one up to replace it, maybe that was gonna do it.
Oh.
Ooh, a Gygush +2 question mark. I think that's like the blue big sword.
Yeah, it's not particularly notable at this point.
Okay. I got excited for a second. Yeah. I mean, JD and Arctic are both correct because the upgrade path is nice. Once you have a mixer, you're good. You don't have to buy a new one. But yeah, just mixers by their nature and like the XLR stuff, it just is more complicated and more like hard to figure out. They're not incorrect in that like the upgrade path is really nice if you wanted to go that way. But yeah, that's the if. The big if is like, would somebody want to go that way? Would they have like the wherewithal and or the want? Here's this guy, yeah. So say I can at least keep you alive. Hopefully. Oh, this
There's
guy's
more.
weak too. Yeah, I think there's, at one point there was 2 of them.
Yeah, there was 2.
Yeah, oh, I see you. Nice. Has some Death Star energy. Yeah, kinda. It's like a organic, like, underwater Death Star. With
Found a mind
fauna,
material.
or flora, rather. Wait, what was it, JD?
Mind material.
Oh, if you don't... Actually, that actually might be good for you as well, since that makes you cast spells with bigger, dicker energy.
I do have magic.
I found a Photon Blast amplifier. When equipped, it draws ether from the air and slowly converts it into Photon Blast energy. So you could put this in an armor slot and make you, like, slowly just charge up your Photon Blast. If anybody wants it, you're welcome to it.
Yeah, seeing this room just gave me PTSD.
Yeah, we're gonna fight some spanky lads in that room.
I don't think it's gonna be as bad with 4 people. Like, that's been the pattern so far.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I think, Dave, we were, it's not that we were underpowered, we were definitely, like, short-staffed for this area previously. The hallways the hallways, yeah, for sure, like Death Star energy. I like the idea of an underwater Death Star. Okay, that little terminal's... Oh, what's this thing?
Don't forget
Nope,
to
it's
feed
not.
your mags.
Yes, good call. Keep them well fed. This place, like, ruined, it seems.
A lot of, like, stuff going on in this this area. It's a big area.
Yeah. And like Arctic said, we're drifting past Dreamcast limitations and even GameCube limitations, because this would have been this would have been... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, this was GameCube, never mind. I'm thinking of episode 4.
Yeah, this is still episode 2.
Yeah, you're right. So this would have been GameCube era.
Look at that.
Actually, maybe I'm wrong.
Huge.
I know we've had this conversation before.
It was GameCube, yeah.
It was okay, yeah. So, because I remember there was a version 2 of PSO, but I think it was like just a nicer version. I don't think it was like a lot of much, if any, new content. My God, I'm having a hard time targeting these things. I'm just burning my TP, which is valuable.
Yeah.
I believe version 2 came out on Dreamcast. It was just a patched up version.
Yeah, that I think you're right. For some reason, I had conflated version 2 with episode 2.
Loving this hallway that's not on.
Excellent. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. I'll grab that. Ooh, purple friends.
Ow!
Oh, hello.
And an invisible
Oh,
robot
jeez. Lady.
There's another one in the back, too.
Yeah, it's like we got one in the pink and one in the stink back here. I've yet to suss out what these guys are weak to, other than getting shot in the face by you guys. Oh, fire! Fire hacks them up. Nice.
Fire? Okay.
At least, well, either that or I just got like a lucky crit, because yeah, fire did like 150 or so damage. Because yeah, lightning and ice, they just shrug off. Oh, these friends. Oh boy, I'm scared. Oh, they're not very friendly. Oh, nice level up.
By curling.
Yeah, violent curling. I think these guys also seem to be pretty weak to fire. Ouch. Nice.
Alex, you've gotten
I've gotten what?
shorter.
Oh, is it because I'm literally like waist deep in the water right now? Yeah. To me IRL. To me for me IRL. Oh boy, another blue friend.
Oh, he was
Oh, hell
paralyzed.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I saw the little icon too.
Oh, I'm paralyzed. That's less nice.
That's less cool. What's the meme where the guy's like doing a thing to somebody? Yeah, and then have the thing done to me. This sucks. This sucks. Ooh, unique item.
Soul atomizer. Hey.
Oh boy, so unique. Oh, more friends. Oh, more. I'm not that injured, just mostly my pride. Oh,
That's correct
good.
to buy healing items, so
You mean mag food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the noise.
What
Those
a wild
ice-
room.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have more of those in the future. Because those are the ones Dave and I were just talking about where it's like, yeah, that shit brings back some memories.
I was under the impression the only way to heal was stand next to Alex and play.
Yeah, just stand next to me and make a lot of loud noises, and I'll usually figure it out. I try to keep an eye on people's health bars for that matter too, but sometimes in the heat of the moment, by Asia, I get a little bit flustered. Oh, there's a friend. Oh, there's a friend.
oh god, these.
There's also a
fucking
very big trap in the middle of the room.
I hear or see confusions. Can I heal that from you guys? Let's find out. I cannot. In fact, I can't even heal myself of it. Ain't that some bullshit? I can still heal you though. I just can't. I just can't cure all status ailments apparently. I think it has to like get to a certain level. Hey, what's up, Warbird? Good to see you, bud. You didn't drop
Who
anything on
wants to
my
be the
screen.
first one? I will step on this. I want to see what it is. Oh, okay.
Eh.
That's kind of boring, actually.
Okay, wait, not hit it. Oh, there we go. It's good to see you, Warbird. We are playing more PSO with the boys. Do we have everybody? 1, 2, 3. Where's the fourth person? Oh, he's up ahead. There I see.
It's okay, I'll just block everything.
Hell yeah.
You were also fighting dangerously close to like a bunch of traps.
He likes to live dangerously.
Danger's my middle name.
I thought it was the. And that ice spell can suck everything. Good burn, Alex. That thing has like frozen me so many times. I'm trying to be careful around these things. They make me nervous. Oh no! Okay, we got it.
Thank you for saving me.
My hero.
Flying things above it?
I see them.
Oh, defense.
Oh, one's coming down. And then they go back up.
Were they in that room or the next room over?
Yeah, they were in that room. We were just up.
It's quiet again. I keep raising and lowering him.
I think they were just like environmental things.
So up again. See, I think too, not only with streaming audio, but like Discord audio, trying to get everyone's levels to be around samesies. Just those little bombs they're dropping. Oh, did I ever use this? Okay,
yeah,
I did
yeah.
use the spell. Maybe that's like one of their means of attacking, because I know they have like a melee attack as well. There's one still on the wall pooping out babies out here.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Enemy in the hallway.
It's like the other hallway we had not too long ago where they were spawning the big boys at us. Level 64. Oh, the Old Republic, that is? Yeah.
The door.
What is the max
Okay,
level
no, it's
in
fine.
Old
I'm
Republic?
locking myself, okay.
Oops.
What is this?
Another dye fluid, yes, sir.
Oh, it's not this.
Max is 75. That's not too bad then. Sounds like you're pretty close then. Little teleport
Cool.
friend.
Are we still on the same floor?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Alex, limited of fluids. With your consent, I wish to exchange fluids.
I will accept your fluids. Thank you. Well, thank you. Perfecto. My
actually-
little mag friend thanks you gratuitously.
Okay, so we're still in the upper levels, but we're on a different map. So whatever that means.
I got you, BB. Yeah, sometimes it's not super obvious when we've like ascended to the next floor. Sometimes it's a little bit more loosey-goosey, especially in the missions, as opposed to like delving into the like just the map vanilla without sprinkles. I saw the name is Ricobox, and my brain autocorrected that to Roblox. And I was like, ah, yes. Common enemy to unite us all. Honestly, I can't really shut on Roblox. I've never played it, nor have I really ever
neither
seen
have I.
content from it. So Roblox has always been this thing that I know about, but I've just never gotten learnt
Roblox
upon.
has a very, like, exploitive child labor business model.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did watch that YouTube video. I went back and watched it. And it was very informative. And yeah, there was some very valid criticisms to be made.
Yeah, I thought that video was kind of overstating its case a little bit, but yeah.
It's tricky, yeah, whenever you get into like any kind of situation that involves children. It's like it starts to get into like should we be, are we being too harsh? Are we not being harsh enough against this organization? That's like where it gets tricky sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, their business model's already exploitive, regardless of if their primary demographic is children or not. So. And their primary demographic is children, which is where the problem
Yeah.
is.
Found a diamond, by the way. Went ahead and dropped it like it's hot. A lot of greens, but nothing that... Oh, and a trimate. That's a little bit more exciting. Dropping that as if it, too, was more than lukewarm. Everything else is boring town. All right, head back. Oh, wait. This way. North.
We're just killing stuff over here.
That's fine. I'm being slow. I'm a slowy potatoey. Something spawned. I'm waiting for scary things. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh! I turn away to get a hydrate, and then I get turned into a dihydrate. Now hydrate.
Oh, it's a red one. Hello, Red.
Oh, that's why they freaking disarmed my weapon. Rude. I was like, why are my animations looking weird? And they debuffed us.
I think I just got a weapon upgrade.
Oh, nice.
A Palish.
Like how you were like stun locking him so he couldn't quite move forward. He was just
He was trying.
It is nice kicking the crap out of these guys after so many times of them kicking the crap out of us, Dave.
Yeah, I'm starting to remember why if we didn't like this room very much, at least. There
Yeah,
appears
so
to
many
be
of these
like
guys.
15 of them.
Because I don't think it scales based on the number of people you have. I think it's always the same number of baddies.
Yeah.
This is kind of nutty.
Teleporting. The teleporting is not doing us any favors. Ooh, mind material. Yes, please. We'll inject it into my brain.
Halbert, is that a new class weapon for you?
I Can't remember what halberds are, if that's purple or blue.
Yeah, I don't
More
remember the
specifically,
class
it's
of
a
it.
halbert with a T. Here I drop it for you.
It's short for Hal Robert.
Or halbertha.
That was a 2-star.
Halbertha. Yeah, it's cursed Optimus Prime. That's what those guys are. All of our reaction is, I'm going to walk up to it and press the go button, which is the attack button. So I want to go up to it and smack it. Yeah, so this is, yeah, some plot stuff, yeah. Oh, and that was required for the quest. Okay, cool. Oh, they gave us a teleport.
Use maybe like a quarter of the size of this text box. Like all the text is kind of smashed to the left side.
It's a little bit tricky, yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing that was a carryover from, like, you know, CRT times.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I do know Universe, at least originally, and I think whenever I played Clementine, it wasn't doing this, but Universe's UI is scaled very weird with resolution.
Yeah.
Even on the original Xbox 360 release, if you played on a 1080p monitor, you just couldn't see your fucking UI.
Talk to this. Oh, right, this lady first. Yeah, now I'm remembering.
Wait, where did everyone go?
Talk to the
Right after-
computer, and you need to like search log on the computer. You'll read a bunch of lore. A warp point opens up back to Pioneer 2.
There we go. Phantasy Star Universe. It is. It used to be. It used to be one of those kinds of games where it was like, I think it was PC only. Maybe it was Xbox 360 and PS3, but I think it was primarily a PC game, run by Sega. And the official servers went offline some time ago, but there are still community servers, kind of like this one. So yeah, PSU was like, I think PS3 and Xbox 360 era, I think. And apparently it was quite good, but didn't really get a ton of an audience, like didn't get a huge audience ever. The way that this game and PSO2 has. So it's got like a smaller but pretty dedicated audience. Excellent, thank you, Dave.
I'm gonna take a 5-minute break real quick.
Yeah. This is a quality lobby name, by the way. I approve. Oops. So I pressed the right password, doesn't it? Try that again.
Well, damn, I went with the wrong game.
Super Ho. Yeah, Gabi, whenever I see any kind of spelling or misspelling that has the word ho in it, I think of our friend Chismosa, that lovingly uses the phrase ho as a term of endearment to her friends. So it's like the game is calling me a good ho. If I'm gonna be a ho, I might as well be a good ho. Bum, 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 bum. Shock Slicer. No unknown items. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, just sell all those things. I think this is the purple guy, used only by masters. Let's sell that one. This one has no slots. Get it out of here. Get it out of my face. General TP, that's not bad. Can't really get that excited about it. I don't think anybody would want the PB amplifier, TBH. I'll advertise the die grinder to those who might want it. Nothing cool here. Some sticks, some rods, one wand, but don't really care about that. Everyone loves a good hoe. That's right. As they very well should, my friend. Stock up on the fluids. Important to stay hydrated. And once again, scape dolls are for sale. I mean, they're always so expensive. They're nifty, but the only downside is that they're not stackable, so they end up taking up a lot of space in your inventory. Oh, JD's bursting. Bursting with blue.
The blue burster. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yes. Sonic is known for many things.
Okay, I'm back. And apparently, the game really hates it when you switch audio devices on the fly, so I'm going to be restarting the game after this.
Okay. Is it, is like your microphone or your speakers?
It's the speakers. Like the game output is bugged out right now. I just have it muted.
Okay.
When it kicks me for the next mission, I'll just restart the client.
Oh, by the way, I do have a die grinder that I found from the previous mission. I'm gonna go and drop it in case anybody wants it, because I have no use for this thing. And I'm gonna drop and not press the use. See, look at that. I'm so smart. Also, it occurs to me. Let me know what you guys think. I've got a bunch of trimates that I'm realistically never going to need for this character because monomates still heal me for so much. So I might just drop my whole stack of trimates. Do you guys want me to drop them now, or should I wait for us to get a little bit later on? That way when your mags are hungry, you can go ham.
I mean, all I'm using mine for mag food.
And
Anyway.
trimates
So just
are
having a
always
big
going to be
fat
good
stack
mag
of them.
food.
Because two things. One, our mags aren't hungry right now because we just started the new lobby. Two, Arctic, you sound like a really cool robot again.
Jesus Christ.
And I think I know the problem. Well, I don't know if the problem necessarily, but I know it's Discord specifically, because I too have had audio shit with Discord that only Discord has. But it sounds pretty cool, honestly, so if you didn't want to fix it, I would be okay with that.
No. Arctic's robot sounds a lot more robot-y than your robot problem was.
My robot problem was never like cool robot. It was like just static Alex. Arctic sounds like a legit voice changer. It's cool as shit.
Is it gone?
I can still hear it on my end. I'm actually seeing that there is some degree of like sense in the like how they call the shortcuts. Like J is like a little anime jump, K is a little kissy emote.
Which one's the... Oh, Hinshinda!
And laid out in clusters as well.
Yeah, like H is like hello or
The
like
first
waving
alt
high.
Numbers are like first alt numbers are all backflips.
I'm always too scared to press like alt any of the function keys though. I'm scared.
One where I just like fall to the floor.
Yeah, because I know that
Function
like
keys are fall over
the character
anyway.
models are kind of
Messed up.
silly.
I can't find any of the fall ones. Yeah, the
The
thumb
fall
up.
over ones are Alt M and Alt F1.
Yeah, we just fall to the floor. It's like quicksand. I wish the animation stuck until you moved again. That way you could just be hiding underneath the floor until like I walk by and suddenly Sonic just raises up like the swamp thing.
I do like the like shadow that you can see.
Yeah. It's like how when we're in the field we see the shadows and the traps.
Yeah.
Just Sonic stalking me and there he is. Oh, JD, I've been meaning to ask, how's the VTuber stuff been going? I know that what's her name? Cat something. I can't remember her full screen name. She's been
Yeah.
working diligently.
Yeah, catnaps.
Catnaps, that's right.
Yeah. It's going really well. Or we're really close. Really close.
So I know you've been very excited, and I'm like excited for you to see this little doggy gentleman make his debut.
Yeah. The design I have up right now is gonna even change very slightly. So there's some cool additions coming up.
Hmm. Boing. Oh, I got a new photon blast. Oh hell yeah! Let's see, what photon blast do I have? Restores health and raises attack and D. Oh, so I don't even have any attack photon blast. I only have health restore and like buffing ones. Raise attack and defense status. My mag, you can't see right now, but it looks like a little dolphin friend. I guess that's what happens when when mind stat is the most popular. Well, actually, no, defense is still the highest one. Mind is the second highest.
Okay, there. Sorry, I was ordering food.
There you go. You sound like a normal human again. Lame. I'm a cyborg Arctic already.
And actually, I did check. My mic normally actually sounds like the kind of robot yours does, but then once it gets ran through NVIDIA Broadcast, it ends up trying to clean it up in a way that sounds like a good robot almost.
It says, "I do not recognize this voice as human. You are become robot."
Exactly.
Oops.
Okay,
hold
but I
on.
just ordered food, so at some point I'm gonna just disappear randomly.
Ooh.
That
What'd you
sounds
order?
like a good idea.
I got a chicken parmesan.
Nice.
Hey, what's up, Tempest? Yeah, it's a character model
It was
changes.
actually a good question, because I'm like,
So-
wait, what the fuck did I order?
So JD, yeah, set his as Sonic, and Arctic set his as this lady right here. Arctic's playing as a robot character, but his character model is similar to this
I'm
lady. I
still
can't remember her
seeing the,
name.
I'm
But
not
it's an
seeing the
NPC.
new mission showing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm still seeing
Golden
8-1.
Did everybody
So-
exit through the turning in the quest from from last time? Because I know last time we had to talk to the computer and then talk to this lady, and then the purple lady over here, and then I think we talked to this lady right here, and that was like the sequence. And thank you, Tempest. Thank you very
So,
much, my
like,
friend.
Somebody didn't get credit for the quest.
Oh wait, I might not have turned it in.
We can-
we're
we
in a
can-
different lobby now. So
We could run through it again if we want, real quick.
Yeah, we
Now
just
that we
gotta
know
run
the
through it again.
now that we know the path, we'll go fast.
Speedrun.
If only there was a video game protagonist that went fast that we could compare this to, but I don't know of any that come to mind, unfortunately. Ooh, skip conversation, yes. Oh, we're speedrun. Oh man, so fast. Holy fuck. Except Dave got kicked again.
Yep.
Thank you, by the way, Tempest. Thank you for that cheer.
Go on
Love
without
the
me.
extra life stream. That's very sweet of you,
I'm tempted
Tempest.
to
I
break
appreciate you,
out
bud.
do I want to break out the high level character? Just to run
To
through
really
everything?
badass through shit. It would be fast. I am ready emotionally if you order, Dave.
Yeah, screw it, let's just do it.
But thank you, Tempest. Thank you for that cheer,
Well,
my
I just
friend.
hope it
And
wasn't
thank you for the
me
kind words.
that didn't do the quest the first time. Otherwise, I'm gonna look like a dingus.
We can all look like dinguses together. Yeah, get their asses. Yeah. Love the extra live streams. I appreciate that, Dave. Tempest rather. And actually, we are looking forward to the extra
I
live stream
appreciate it
coming up.
doesn't like the wording of this. Just please wait for a while.
Yeah,
As if
yeah,
it has
exactly.
nothing to do with progress on something, but just wait for an
See.
arbitrary amount of time.
There you go, Dave. If you need an in, I got a TP up with your name on it. But yeah, we have the Extra Life marathon coming up November 6th, which I'm excited about. November 6th, 24 hours of streamy strams. I am excited.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
if
this guy
anybody's
doesn't have
curious.
a mag. Hold on.
No, Mag.
I stole the mag for other.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, I can see my noodle bag friend. Yeah, he looks like a little dolphin shrimp. Like, yeah, actually more like a shrimp than a dolphin, actually. But yeah, I'm excited though. I've been working off stream trying to like get the oh, here we go, yeah. Trying to get like games set up, all that jazz. Trying to like get stuff set up for the stream, get stuff tested, get stuff captured in OBS. That way, once it's ready and once it's set, I won't have to do any additional thinking. I'll just be ready to roll on the night of. Oh, we're going. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I recognize that handsome lad.
Hello.
That was the character we played as, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Or we played through, rather. Incoming one shot. Like the noise it makes as it just carves them up. Oh wow, mech gun +5 is pretty good actually. I like little like robot beat boops they make.
I can't strong attack for some reason.
Very cute. Oh, is there another button we had to press our booties upon, or will this open up once we kill the baddies? I didn't think there was a button we had to press. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. That purple means it's a material of some variety, but that's not really worth going back for. It's fine. Well, I recognize that pistol as well, Dave.
Yeah, because it's a rare pistol that we got.
Coming back to me,
before,
yeah.
I think.
Is there an invisible friend? I feel like there might be an invisible friend sniffing around.
I gotta check my actions really quick. Hold on. I can't strong attack, and it's driving me nuts.
What happens if I do this? Oh, the mirror!
I know, I just heard.
Cool.
I heard what happens if I do this, and then I heard the spawn noise.
It was JD summoning forth the demons. What happens if I do this, he says, as he like carves a pentagram in the ground with like pig's blood.
Yeah, if you like fall into the mirrors, your reflection like comes upwards.
Oh, really? Actually, I'm
Wait,
kind of
what?
curious now.
Oh, what? My button.
Oh, you're right. It is kind of
Hold on.
weird, yeah. That was pretty cool.
This game and the weird like button configuration.
I love it. I would have it no other way.
Oh, it turned around.
Oh, yeah. Pretty sneaky. Okay, you got it, yeah.
Which way is the right way?
I don't remember. So we'll go this way.
We'll just pick a direction and see what happens. See what crappens. I'm bracing myself for the hallway where the big boys were trying to spank our booties. Actually, they were succeeding, if I recall, at spanking our booties.
Okay, I'm just gonna restart the game because my controls are backwards and it's gonna drive me nuts.
Okay. Hopefully that'll
I
also
now
resolve the
remember all
audio.
The weird problems.
Yeah, the glory of playing these older games. Sometimes not always a very smooth experience.
Yeah, well, old games on top of new.
Yeah, definitely like can complicate things. That is a dead end, yeah. Although I got a level 4 nice, I think that's the ice technique, yeah. I've been thinking a lot about people, and I am one of these people who talk a lot about like keeping up with modern games and keeping up with new stuff as they're getting announced, and being excited for playing new things. And then what do I keep doing? I keep playing like older games or games I've already played through. Or even if it's a game I've never played, it's like a game that's been out like 10 plus years.
That's just how we do things.
That is. I feel like there should be a separate gamer category for people who like have really nice setups, they get really nice CPUs and graphics cards, and then they play like, you know, Diablo 2 or Age of Empires. They just play like 15, 20-year-old games. All right, Davey boy, I got you at TP.
Are you talking about my two grand Quake 3 machine?
I'm sorry, what, Arctic?
My 2 grand Quake 3 machine?
Ooh.
Yeah, I spent like 6 months and $800 trying to get a graphics card last year, and I finally get one, and now I'm sitting here playing Outer Wilds and fucking visual novels and stuff. Yeah, very familiar.
It sounds like you're really pushing the rig to its limits, so I respect it. It's like
Okay, button just
4K
backwards,
visual novels. Oh, here's the hallway of doom.
Yeah, and this robot's doing the things to me that I've only seen in hentai.
Oh, I'm out of TP, no wonder.
Oh, god damn it.
Trying to heal people. Ouch. I've seen enough hentai. I've played enough PSO to know where this is going.
Oh well.
Oh, well, what's this? Yeah. Oh, that's right, Dave. Dave, since you have a new character, I don't know if you have the same little shortcuts for the little emotes. Yahoo! I'll make the noise for you. Oh, these friends. Hello, friends. Hello, Satan. What a good combo! Oh my god, that's the thumbnail. Perfect. On my screen, they were like next to each other perfectly. Oh, that was good. Finger in butt. Oh, whoa. Also, I knew something was happening because after I made the comment about like the emotes, Dave went really quiet, and I was like, oh. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
oh boy, here we go. It's gonna get weird.
I still think I still have the old one on here.
Oh, guys, I just found a soul atomizer, so I found a really unique item. So it's okay to be jealous. Unique item. I wonder if that's still my cheapest spell. I should be like spamming other things. Ouch. We're gonna run low on the fluids.
I do appreciate having a stats so high that they can't even hit me.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're probably you're probably just they're either missing or you're just blocking everything.
Yeah, just blocking everything.
Whoa!
Oh, that guy
That
got
like
hit in.
jump attack every time. That jump attack is like always has an extra heft to it. Oh, I missed. Yeah, I need to look up to see which is a good, like, go-to spell, because I think the ice one might be costing too much now to really be worth it. We'll find out very shortly. So, 16, 13, and 12. Yeah, ice is still the most economically sound. A lot more than it used to be, but it is still the cheapest. So that should continue to be my go-to. And it penetrates, which is nice. Ooh, that's kind of nifty. Actually, yeah, I'll do some boosts. Like, I don't get a lot of these, honestly. The full restores. Yeah, get fucked. Oh, happy hour, baby. Happy rush, crazy delicious.
Oh yeah. The fabled Happy Rush Crazy Delicious Hours.
I wonder, do you think that's like a translation thing? The reason it has so many adjectives?
I doubt it, because I think that's just server stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just the server being goofy.
Sometimes I wonder when it comes to like goofy naming conventions, like how much of that is just the game versus, yeah, the server. These guys are not nice, by the way. Controversial
if the game
opinion.
was Chinese, I don't expect that more, because like, I can then see it being like the kind of like Amazon description where it just never knows when to stop.
Found a TriMate, by the way. Went ahead and dropped it if anybody wants it.
Yoink.
Yeah. $37, $41, $35, $92. Dave's like
Drops, by the
the group's dad. We're like, hey, dad, are we going on an adventure? Or no, you're the big brother, and we're like the scrappy little siblings that your parents are like forcing to bring along with you. It's like, oh, you guys can come. You just gotta be cool, all right? Don't be nerds. And I'm being a nerd.
And something I realized I could do just in case it is me without the quest, I could just swap out to other not female, like right at the end, before the last room or something.
Might be a good idea. But
Oh, trap vision.
yeah.
Oh boy.
As for like Amazon things that have ridiculous names that don't know when to stop, the fucking like cheap car accessories are like the best. thing for
Oh
that.
god, yeah.
Like
I've
there's
seen those
car
too.
and driver visor organizer, sun visor organizer, visor accessories, car net, card pocket, visor organizer, auto interior accessories, pouch holder for card license registration.
It's like I guess they're just trying to cast a wide net, because if they're trying to go for YouTube tags, or just search tags.
Yeah.
Because I know YouTube, I said YouTube tags because my brain short-circuited and said what I was
YouTube
thinking
used
of.
to be like that.
Yeah. Well, allegedly there is some of that, because I have some YouTuber friends who still like post a bunch of crap. I shouldn't say a bunch of crap, that sounds mean, but like a bunch of stuff at the bottom, and they say like, for the algorithm. I just don't know if it really works that way anymore, but I think they're just playing it safe.
Well, like way back in like 2005 YouTube, the search bar was just straight up a search bar, like database map. So yeah, you put a shitload of words in your title, and one of them will hit.
I think what some people are wondering is if there's a similar system. Oh, TriMate on the ground, by the way. I'm gonna go and drop it. If there's a similar system in place for descriptions and that kind of thing, because there is a tag system. The last I checked, YouTube straight up tells you like, yeah, the tag system won't really get you much. So unless you're like dealing with something that is commonly misspelled, then the tags won't really help you. So that was interesting. So like, I guess it's kind of a gray area. Hey, McMagic, what's up, bud? We're playing some PSO with the boys.
And it's probably one of those things that helps, like, with very niche or esoteric stuff.
Yeah.
But it might be one of those things, too, where everybody's spamming tags, so it's just kind of useless now.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess if it takes 5 seconds to add to the description, and it might raise your viewership by 1%, that might be worth it for some people, for sure. Trying to get that bag, man. Trying to get the stuff.
There's an automotive channel that I watch, Donut Media. They do I think it's every Friday. They review cheap shit from Amazon,
Oh, yeah.
and like every single time they read out the whole fucking title of the product, and it's hilarious.
I bet it's pretty silly then, yeah. Monopoly on video sharing. I mean, I have a pretty positive opinion of YouTube in general. Well, I
My
mean,
inventory has
mostly,
been full of
mostly in general.
monomates for literal months, and you can tell every time I walk over a monomate because I just like stop and shoot for a second.
Yeah, it's a diamate, by the way.
Okay, hold on. And this is where I'm going to swap characters, because
Okay.
this is probably the cutoff point for doing stuff.
Telepipe.
Or
So we'll go
rather,
and grab
like
that.
quest progression shenanigans, like I'm trying to do.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively drop it. Actually, no, I'll wait till you get here, then I'll drop the telepipe.
Yeah, I don't
But
remember
no,
if Telepipe's gonna stick
I
or
feel
not.
pretty good about YouTube. Google as a whole, yeah, I don't know. Google as a whole is a rich and powerful company, for better or for worse. The
here's
tricky
a
thing is that it's hard for a
Bling
competitor
Rhinestone car
to get into the
rearview
market
mirror,
because
car rearview
making
mirror with
YouTube
crystal
competitors
diamonds,
expensive.
Bling Rhinestones car rearview mirror for women, car interior trim silver.
Yeah, it's a monopoly. I mean, it is. It is a pretty much a monopoly just because, yeah, for somebody to make a YouTube competitor, the amount of capital they would have to spend is absurd. And YouTube is not I don't think, a profitable company or a profitable product, so to speak, for Google. Profitable service, rather. So, you know, you would for a company to make a competitor to YouTube, they too would have to be like a monolithic, crazy, wealthy company. So, telepipe is down, by the way. So yeah, it's tricky.
And now I just got a call from work, so hold on, guys.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Take your time. But I don't know. I guess I would stop short of being like disgusted by it because I don't think it'd be one thing if like they were doing like really exploitive stuff. I think there was a time where YouTube was doing some pretty shit with regards to like
I appreciate that the Grubhub order
advertisements
track,
targeting children, that kind of stuff. I think they've gotten
has,
better about
like
it now.
the GPS thing where you can see where your driver is, but
So
it
I feel like-
doesn't actually update when the tab is not open. So if you swap tabs and then come back like 10 minutes later, it'll show the car just careening through the city, just flying through all the buildings.
Oh god.
and-
Which is much more entertaining, honestly.
Absolutely.
That's not
Control
how
search
you
your
drive?
algorithms.
I don't know, the first time I noticed that, I just saw the car go over the river, and I'm like, what?
Google controls search algorithms. I mean, on their own platform. I mean, you don't have to use. I mean, you could use Bing, I guess. I mean, you could use other search things, but I mean, you don't have to use Google. You know, for as a search vehicle, that kind of thing. There are more competitors to Google, I suppose, like the search engine, that is. But I don't know. I don't know if I would see Google and YouTube as a conflict of interest necessarily, because they're like both, you know, the same platform. They can both feed into each other. I don't think that's problematic per se. It'd be one thing if you like, when you're using Bing or if you were just using the internet at all, that you had to use Google. Then it'd be a little bit tricky. But I mean, I know people that have sworn off Google entirely, so they don't use Google, they don't use YouTube, they don't, you know, they use Bing, they don't use Hangouts, although Google Hangouts not really a lot of people use anyway. So I mean, there are ways to avoid Google using their services. So I don't know, I would stop short of saying that it's like a horrible thing. Monopolies are problematic inherently, and they're not good. But I don't know. I don't really see anything that YouTube's doing right now as being like, you know, grotesque, perhaps. There was a time, yeah, I think about like before they addressed stuff that was like targeting children, like unboxing videos getting like propagated by the algorithm, shit like that. Like there was some skeevy shit for sure. It's just harder to compete against. I mean, I don't know. It's like, I guess that's where you draw the line is the question, because I don't know, I don't see YouTube as, or Google at least, as being unavoidable. It's harder to do so. It's more of an inconvenience at that point. Microsoft and DigitalOcean. For cloud servers, yeah. I mean, there's only a few of them. I mean, that's not wrong. There's only a few of them. I kind of stopped short of saying that Google and YouTube like working together is a bad thing, because I think it makes sense to have them integrated, since they're both, you know, owned by the same property, or by the same parent company, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know, my opinions are sometimes kind of mixed when it comes to things like monopolies, because On the one hand, Google just, well, actually not Google, really not Google, YouTube just kind of like got, I don't think got lucky, but they were like at the right company at the right time, like at the right point of technology. When it came to like the, I guess what, the mid 2000s, and got really popular. They got bought by Google. So it's like, wasn't really, it's kind of a stroke of, I guess, a combination of luck and a few other things. Like, I guess that's like, that's fine, obviously, you know, for a company to just become wildly successful. But past a certain point, what kinds of things, you know, should be done when a company and or a service has gotten that popular? I mean, I guess federally, you know, the government could step in and like manually, you know, segment out the company more, you know, prevent it like specifically from getting past a certain point. I guess that's one thing you could do. A lot of people don't like that kind of stuff though, the idea of like the federal government putting not artificial, but like specific limits on how big a company can get, and you know, trying to break up monopolies. That can get tricky, obviously. So I guess that's why I kind of have mixed opinions, because I don't know of a way to solve it. Like, how do you solve YouTube being really popular and Google being really popular without people who get really, really bothered by any kind of federal government toying with private companies, or publicly traded companies even? And then you get investments, you know, investors, like, they're riled up in that too. It's like, it starts to get complicated. So I don't know, I get, whenever I think about monopoly bad, I agree, but then I'm like, but what do we do about it? You know, that's I think where I get confused. There's the Microsoft stuff, yep, there's a bunch. Customers, Google Cloud, yeah. May or may not believe the numbers they give us. I mean, aren't those things, I mean, I don't know, I mean, usually there's ways to like independently verify those things, or there's other companies that will independently verify them. So I feel like if a company's straight up lying about their numbers, it's gonna come back to bite them anyway. How the money's coming in? Well, if we're talking about YouTube, there isn't much money coming in. You know, if the fact that Google makes, I think, the majority of its money by, like, well, its servers, and also by like selling advertising data, that kind of stuff. So when it comes to YouTube, I think the answer is there's not much money coming in at all. I think it's mostly a non-profitable venture. Hey, what's up, Mr. Brian's Wolf King, my dude? We're actually playing with JD. JD is the Sonic lad. We're kind of on a holding pattern right now. We're playing with our friend Dave. His screen name is not female. He is he had to switch characters really quick, but he has a work call right now. That just came up, so we're taking a quick BRB so we can have a chance to take a call. Actually, now's a good time to feed my mag real quick. Feed my little buddy. So we're giving him a chance to answer the call. Because when, you know, a lot of us we all get it, you know, when a work call comes in, it's like, yep, just gotta wait and let it do its thing. And in the meantime, I'm gonna feed my mag. And I'm getting to the point where as I'm feeding my mag, it is making, it's not that I'm gaining, or it's not that I'm not gaining power, it's that we're losing power now at the expense of more mind power, which is fine, we want that. If anything, we don't want to level up power. Because we don't really use physical attacks, it makes no difference for us to do so. But yeah, mine is gonna very quickly start rocketing up the top of the chain. See what some other things I can look at. There was a couple mech guns I'm kind of excited about. I think Buster is the blue sword. Lock gun, I think, is the blue handgun. Maybe it's the purple one. And then mech gun is the green SMGs. That one could be nice. Right now we have my backup kind of sidearm is, oops, wrong one. There we go. Is this heart handgun? I think it's the one that steals TP with a special attack. So yeah, with this guy, that can be kind of nifty when it comes to trying to retrieve TP from people. Oh, that's interesting. If I switch back and forth, Did that say that I lost TP for a second? That's interesting. Maybe it's because the wand inherently increases my mind power. I think that's what that is. How much? Just oh IP space, like IP addresses. Yeah, that can be a decent way to kind of gauge it. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I definitely understand the notion of being, you know. In fact, I think wasn't there just a company like a couple days ago, Ozzy, I think, that got busted for straight up lying about their it was either investments or something else.
Okay,
like
I'm
they
back.
were...
Sorry. Very sorry.
Oh, no worries, bud.
No worries.
Everything cool?
No, but it's also worked out.
Did they call you and like, Dave, everything's on fire, we're all dying, and Dave's like, have you tried turning it off, turning it on again?
We had one frickin' job on 3 o'clock on a Saturday, and we assigned it to the one contractor who's superstitious and is afraid of technology. Anyway.
What the hell? Afraid of technology. Oh, thank you, Kitty.
Well, like, something didn't work for him
cheer.
one time, so he refuses to use the
and the host. Thank you.
Features that
thank
we
you very
built in,
much.
Like, because it didn't work for him one time 6 months ago.
The cheer
anyway.
and the host. You're too kind of me, my friend. Thank you. It's
that
very
way we
sweet.
don't need to do shit on 3 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Or on a Sunday even. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Teleport.
Thank you very much,
over
Sick
here.
It's good to see you, friend.
Oh,
Hope
God,
you're doing well.
I'm running. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, bud. I got the TP down, and it's right in front of the little teleport. Oh, I got his ass. I say that. And I was gonna say, now's the time where 3 of them spawn in and teabag my face. Truth, tricks on them, that's what I've been secretly wanting all this time. Turns out I've secretly wanted robot testicles on my face this whole time.
Very specific wish.
Yes. Well, when you've been on the internet as long as I have, you start to develop specific fetishes. The voice call got kind of quiet after I said that. Very good. Good job, Alex.
Our minds just went a bunch of places. I think.
It's like, honestly, it's like, we're not that surprised, Alex. We've always known. Thank you, Sick Kitty, for that cheer and for the host. It's good to see you, my friend.
This whole time. Now this guy disarmed me twice now.
We're playing some PSO with some friends.
Alex,
the
we've
other...
seen your MS Paint challenges.
Oh, you have. That's it's like a peek into my mind. Playing some friends with some games with some friends. This is an older game called Phantasy Star Online. This is a PC
Rude, I sit back down and
version of the game that is actually free to play, which is really nice. And there's like community servers that are keeping the game alive. The game officially went offline years ago, but there are community servers that are keeping it going. We're playing with some homies, having a good old time. We're gonna be playing some community games later, so Gartic, Jackbox games, those kinds of things. We got lots of stuff ahead. But thank you again to Sick Kitty. Sick Kitty is a streamer friend from Persemine's chat, I'm pretty sure. Very nice streamer friend that we raided just a couple days ago, actually. Sick Kitty's always a nice person. Her presence in her in Emma's Discord server and channel is always fun. Oh, robot friends, please. Do a quick little healsy. There we go. Healsies, but no feelsies. Ow! Yahoo! I think they just like doing that ice spell, not because it's that effective, but because it's annoying.
Yeah, exactly. They know they can't win.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to piss us off. Trying to deal psychic damage. Knitting a Millennium Falcon. Oh, that sounds incredible, Sick Kitty. Do you think you'll post pictures? You don't have to answer right now, obviously, if you're get your hands busy. But I'll be curious to see if you're going to post pictures to Emma's Discord.
Take the warp. Talk to everybody and get kicked out.
Here we go. Yeah.
Access and search log. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, maybe that was it. Somebody found a Panzerfaust. Is that a tank? Did someone just use a tank?
A Panzerfaust is specifically the rocket launcher.
Oh, okay. Alright, now I can read this a little bit closer now. Because I've read this all before, and I remember the general gist of the plot.
Okay, I've heard the happy noise.
Yep.
Wow, 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 wow.
Okay, Okay, I've gotten my non-reward. That's not real.
And it is now my turn to take a look at so.
I just noticed in that previous fight they had apparently disarmed my weapon, so once again I was just walking around without my stick in my hands. Good to see you. No, good to see you, lady.
I have found tails.
Oh yes. All right, I too have got the happy noises. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Panzer would have been in German technology. Oh, I see him too. Look at this little buddy. The real strat would then for me to transform into Knuckles and just stand next to you guys. Ooh, Sup Hobbit. That's me.
Okay, game is up, and I can confirm I can see 8 too.
Boop. There we go. Drop style. We drop it like it's hot. That's right. Got a bunch of things to identify. Let's pop through it. Now the main question is, how long before we can start dressing like these dudes in real life? Because, you know, we're in 2021. This game was developed in, I guess, the early 2000s. So, you know, 20 years in the future looking at, like, I wonder if this is what they thought we would be dressing like after so many years. High chance of confusing. I think actually we'll keep
And
this.
big giant pop collars for men and LEDs
Yeah.
for women.
I think that's a reasonable thing to look forward to, right?
I mean, I'm down for RGB in clothing. I don't know about anybody
Yeah?
else.
And the guy that identified things has got like a cool, like, target monocle thing going on there, which is pretty slick.
I would be down to dress like this.
Maybe it's up to the four of us to initiate a fashion revolution that nobody else is ready for. So it's up to us to, like, kickstart this movement, this bowel movement.
I will sacrifice for the greater good.
There it is. Exactly. Not sure about the family history. Yeah, I'm honestly in the same boat, McMagic. I think, like, my family heritage might have been from, like, might be maybe Polish, maybe a little bit, probably a mix of Polish and British, probably. Just based on my, like, not just my last name, but like the last names of, you know, families from mother and father side, and branching out from beyond there. So it's not like any one obvious family heritage. I think it's more of a mix, and it's not very exciting, honestly. So I don't really have a lot of ancestral heritage to be that excited about necessarily. I can buy autoguns, which is nice, or I can use them rather. That's the blue singleton guns. Oops. Your inventory is full. Buy all the fluids. I shouldn't buy tri-fluids, those are too expensive.
Do this side.
Oh wait, what was that?
I was calling this little emote I'm doing the Sonic Shuffle.
Ooh. I think I might know which one that is. Hold on, let me find where you are. Are you by the peeps in the big room?
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic okay, the penny just dropped. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit slow.
It's good. I don't think most people know that that game exists.
I've actually played that game with some I played like a couple 4-player, like, full rounds of that game with some friends, and it's a fun game. I like it.
It's really wacky.
It's very wacky, and some of the mini games are straight up bullshit, but some of them are incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, same with Mario Party. Some of those mini games are bullshit, and some of them are awesome. So it's a mixed bag. I remember the one downside with playing that game is that of course I've played a lot of Mario Party in my day, so I default to saying words like coins and stars instead of rings and Chaos Emeralds, and it was it's like, Alex, what the fuck are you talking about? Ring or coins? Stars? What is this? It's like, right, I'm sorry, I'm learning.
Speaking of, doesn't the new Mario Party come out this month?
Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's like the remastered collection, right, of older boards and such.
Yeah.
I am pretty excited. Yeah, I haven't. I think it's in October. I think you're right.
It does have online play.
Ooh, that would be pretty sweet. I bet we could
Awesome,
rope
okay.
Gratz into playing because he's a Mario Party lad. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I'm sure you could do a lot of community nights with Mario Party.
Oh, think of the dive fluids. I could die of happiness with these dive fluids. Staff. I honestly can't remember. Oh, that's better than what I have. Oh shit, I should use that then. I mean, almost selling that like a fool. Like a foolish fool. I should sell my old wand then. 36 gold. 36 Masato, rather. Let's do this. Give my little buddy his fluids. He's gonna be so excited. Got burnt out, or burned with the last 3 console parties. Yeah, I like Super Mario Party a lot. I really like that one. But 10 and 9, they were just okay. I just didn't like the group car setup thing that they had with those games. So I'm grateful that Super Mario Party went back to the old style. It's not perfect. I still prefer the original N64 games, but I definitely am happy that they're like, I feel like they're going like a direction I would rather them go. So I'm encouraged, but yeah, I recognize it's not perfect though. It's still not the bestest setup, but I'm glad that they're getting back to the older style. Right, I am ready. Trying to get, yeah, exactly, because when Super Mario Party first launched, I don't think there was online play for boards, at least. I am present. But yeah, it's like they finally got around to it. Adding, like, full board play online, which is nice.
2
Just
is real.
frustrating it took them so long.
Desire's End. And the rest
6
of
is
the
good.
description
I never
end.
played much of 6. I played a lot of 1 through 4, and never got around to 5 or 6. But I've played a bit of 9, a decent bit of 10. I don't own 9 or 10, but I've played them at friends' places, and I do like Super a lot. Because yeah, it got into some interesting and kind of experimental territory with like 6, 7, and 8, which I think is cool. I think it's good that they were branching out and kind of mixing it up. Didn't always work out, but I appreciate that they were, you know, at least trying things out, trying some new stuff. Is it this one or? I guess it'd be this one. Oh, whoops, I need to talk to the person first. I got so excited, I started walking without talking to the lady. That female is joining the game. New World is... Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah, I did hear about that, that it's causing some
This is the wrong
overclocking
not
problems.
female.
The real not female, please stand up. Who do I talk to? I talk to this lad? There we go. But yeah, I did hear about that. I think there was another game that was causing that, wasn't there? Like another game that was causing like GPUs to overclock or like overheat past their safety thresholds and was causing like actual hardware damage. Because yeah, I've heard people say if you have a certain kind of GPU, you want to make sure you turn off certain settings in like the driver level settings. Because if you don't, it could cause some bad stuff. There we go. Here's who I talk to. Perfect. All right, I've talked to the peoples. The people's champ. Yeah, if they're bricking GPU, yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm hoping that for people that are playing New World that they're being made aware of this kind of thing. Because yeah, like I can't imagine having something like that kill a GPU. That would really soil the experience in a lot of ways, obviously. Because yeah, because they're so expensive. Thank you for the hydrate, Mr. Warbird. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, that'd be a huge pain in the ass. Oh, now's the time when we can fall down and experiment with reflections. I'm gonna zoom out so I can see better. There we go.
Oh, the
It's
lower
so weird. I
levels.
love it. Yeah, watching the reflection like pop up through the water. It's like she's trying to escape.
They're coming to our reality.
It's I feel like this is like the basis for a horror movie that's yet to be written. Nvidia specific. Yeah, I think it's specific cards. So yeah, AMD or yeah, AMD, right? Yeah, the non-Nvidia cards I don't think are having this issue. But it is a pretty huge bummer though. You're making shoddy cards. Oh, so you think it's a manufacturing thing and not a New World problem? Because I mean, I haven't heard of it happening for other games, but it wouldn't shock me, yeah, if a card was already shoddy, already having problems, then this would exacerbate it further.
Very elaborate, like.
Yeah, this
Okay.
area, yeah, it's like more of a golden and yellow hue as opposed to the blue area, so I think this is like the next floor down.
Yeah, it's the lower levels.
Hmm.
Oh, maybe that means that they finally realized with the fucking mission design that it's not too fun to just do 10% of a mission and then
Oh,
20%
crap,
of
there's
the mission,
something.
including the last 10%.
Oh no, we
Cool.
get to absolutely repeat all 3 areas
Oh,
for
okay.
some reason. Oh, 2 areas.
Did it say railgun? What the?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I have a railgun.
Oh, okay, that's just the red pistol.
I think I need to double check this though. I'm not sure about this mace. Kind of sus. Okay, yeah, it's the purple one of those guys, so that doesn't really help us. Yeah, because I need the wands, because the wands are the ones that enhance the mind power. Make our brains stronger. Which we definitely like. Oh, okay, so we go back this way. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
So it's just it's the newer card specifically. Yeah. Which makes sense. Because yeah, it sounds like the older cards aren't as affected by whatever's going on here. But I guess the question is like, does the fault lie with... There we go.
Oh
Does the
man, if
fault
you fall
lie-
down in the water, like where it's deep, like right around here, the reflection
Oh.
gets really weird.
Does it fault lie with Amazon Studios and the developers, or does it
Yeah, the
lie
reflection
with
like looks like it defaults
NVIDIA?
to water because of how it works.
With like how they're manufacturing these
It's at
cards?
certain angles, I think.
And I really don't know the answer to that question because I'm not really keeping up with it because I don't really have any ambitions to play New World. Whoa, that's my friend Dusky. How you doing, bud? Thank you very much, Cerberus. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. We're playing some PSO with some friends. Friends of mine that you can hear. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yes, if I stand right here, my reflection of my legs is like up to the floor.
Yeah.
So if I do the falling down animation, there I go. Yep, that's so weird. I love it. So, oh, okay, so it's not a generational thing, just the stuff they're using right now. Probably because components, or pieces for components, or not pieces, what's the word I'm looking for? Just materials for crafting these cards, of course, is very hard to come by, so they're probably scraping the bottom of the barrel. Anyway, thank you, Dusky, for that raid. It's good to see you, bud. Thank you, August, for the shout-out for our friend. You were playing some New World, that's good. Yeah, we were just talking about the GPU problems that some people are experiencing, allegedly, with New World. I hope it's been good for you, my dude. I know that the game is very popular. Sounds like a lot of people are loving it, so I hope it's been good for you, bud. Work calls. I understand, man. I understand. Yeah, I have some friends where they've mentioned the notion of, like, really wanting a new MMO to sink their teeth into. A lot of people are understandably, you know, sick of World of Warcraft for a number of reasons, so they're looking for something to
I'm
kind of
almost
fill that
completely
void.
submerged.
Into New World? Oh no, I'm sorry, we're talking about New World. Yeah, in the water that is, yeah. Yeah, it's getting deep.
I just look like a shark when I'm walking.
Yeah, I can see the fins.
I also like just see your shoes on top of your head.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I can see it from here as well. It's pretty cursed. I love it. Yeah, I'm having this same problem, but my shoes don't pop as much, so it's not quite as well as like established. Whoa, the backflip looks so weird. Once we're done fighting shit, you gotta try the backflip. It's pretty wild.
What's the key for back?
It's Alt 1, I think.
One's
Yeah,
the...
alt,
oh,
alt 1 through 3 are all variations of flipping.
Whoa!
Dusky, what kind of character are you making, or have you made in New World? Yeah, like, I'm just curious, like, to try, like, a few different emotes, see how weird it looks, because they're so cool. Yeah, like, we all have this problem, but it's more pronounced with the short characters, it seems. That's so trippy. Yeah, I just see an upside-down Sonic on my screen. Like, I don't even see your normal head.
Oh yes, Sonic
It's
looks
so
horrible.
cursed. I love it. I think the falling down one might still be my favorite, where I just levitate up. It's so cursed. Oh, I love it. You think it's them being scummy on purpose? I mean, maybe. I would imagine. I would imagine. Maybe I'm being not cynical enough, but it's no secret that the microchip shortages are hitting NVIDIA or graphics card manufacturers really bad. So if graphics card manufacturers are using shoddy parts right now, and there are, known issues right now of being able to
am I perma-stuck?
manufacture these things fast enough, or not fast enough, but manufacture these things at all, then I think that's more than a coincidence. I think the fact that they don't have the materials to manufacture the cards like they would want to, or having a shortage of them, and the fact that they're churning out cards that aren't as good, I don't think that's a coincidence. So I would imagine those two things are probably linked to some way, in some way. And Murdercrats, thank you for the nut button, the nut dab. Explosion. Born from the abyss, they say. I was overpowered. It saw my thoughts. It wants to evolve. This isn't ominous at all.
Yeah, I'm sure everything went fine.
Yeah, they all lived happily ever after. Ever after. And they all stood up and clapped. Did you hear that message? Yeah, it seemed fine. They all seem happy. They all seem real happy, and everything's going great.
Oh, that sounds safe.
Nothing bad happening. It's all good. I like how you can even hear, like, some static in the background as you're going through that message. That's a pretty cool little effect there. Oh,
Yeah,
this
I like
is
the
a happy
camera
place.
shakes on the explosion. Oh, hi.
Oh god, it's I'm trying to squeeze my way past these dudes. Oh, there's big boys on the ceiling. Just trying to like remember what my button was for the AoE spells, and as I was looking for them, they already died. So I was like, man, you guys are killing it. Love it. Killing them dead.
That looks cool.
Oh, it's all flooded. Yeah. I got excited. Think we can go there.
Can I have the little red sparklies, whatever that means?
It's sparklies. I like the broken glass on the floor.
Oh, behind.
Oh, these things. Ouch. Ouch. I think they got these guys. The teleporting bullshit makes it really hard to like follow up on these things. It's like crap. Where'd he go to now? These heckin' dudes. Eye fluid, yes.
Okay, I'm starting to notice the enemy enemies not syncing up starting to show up now, because I saw you guys fighting like 3 different directions.
Yeah, it gets a little bit weird sometimes. Sometimes more so than other areas.
I think it's more noticeable with teleporting enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also problems with specifically like the range classes, because sometimes I'll just actually be missing because I can't get my character to change because of animation.
Right, yeah, I've had that too with trying to cast spells. And this is a painful area. Oh, something's draining our health. A lot. A lot, a lot.
Room is poisoned. I think the alarm probably did
Yeah,
that.
I'm trying to find the switch.
Okay, so
Oh, looks like it went away. We can live. Oh crap, I tripped it. That was my beat. That was my bad. Yep, that was me.
My monomate.
You can thank me for that. You can charge you can bill my my tab for healing items. The tab that I have open at the item shop.
There are items that heal you.
And don't just feed my mag? What the hell is this? Whoa!
I don't see where the
Apparently
robots
there's
are
one
coming
more
from.
spawner. Yeah, I'm looking for him. Is he on the ceiling or something?
It's like right above us.
Oh, we
Oh,
can't
I
get
see the
that.
shadow. Yeah, I see it. I see it. I don't know how to
if we
move
can
the
target it.
camera. Yeah, it's a little bit clunky.
Oh, we can if you like go way the hell over here.
I feel like just
Hit it with
approaching this
lightning.
direction would be a lot easier.
There we go. I got it. Or well, okay, I had it. The problem is like lining up the shot is tricky. So I like keep targeting the wrong thing. Were they healing? Maybe
Or
that's
taking
why.
the smart route, and the rest of us just down here trying to.
Like we want the thing. We really want to get him. It was more about our pride than anything.
Yeah, I'm just being stubborn.
Yeah, I didn't want to admit that I was being a goober. There's the railgun. For that, it'll rail us, right? That's what that means. Dropping a diamond on the ground in case anybody wants it. Just found it. Ooh, twinkly shiny and a mono grinder. Hell yes.
I'm getting all sorts of
Got a lot
grinders.
of material.
I'm just grinding with the homies. That's what I'll tell people. Grinding with the boys. Oh well, finger and butt. that was the best combo earlier. Finger and butt, and then oboe was like, that having that and the OO on the screen at the same time just destroyed me. Correct. Yes, we're railing people now. That's correct. It's one of those games. Oh, more jumpy boys. We're making friends. Yeah, fire. Time for me to go waist deep in the water and then have my reflection take over and ascend as the new Alex. Ouch! Get that bullshit shield. It's hard to like hit past it. A unique item. Is it a soul atomizer?
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, it's so unique.
I'm surprised they didn't fix that yet.
They were like, the meme is too strong. We can't turn back now. Let's go ahead and switch off to that guy. Missed me with that bullshit. I wasn't even paying attention. Ouch. Oh, I see it up there. It's being sneaky. I'm just powering through this TP like it's no one's business. I heard the noise of something spawning. Should I be afraid? The answer is yes.
Yeah, it's just squid people.
Squid people. Oh, we were talking about Squid Game earlier. Has anybody watched it? Apparently it's really good, but I know next to nothing about it.
Squid Game?
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. Apparently it's really freaking good.
I watched it.
Does it get the JD recommendation?
Would recommend, yeah.
Hmm. Because I have intentionally avoided anything about it. Like, I haven't even read the premise of it. Because I'm curious about it, and I feel like it's one of those, like, the less info you have going in, the better. Oh, I'm out of monomates, or monofluids. Do this then. Ouch. Got his ass. There's one more floaty boy. Oh, it's still this guy. I see. Yeah, I think they heal over time. Wow, that hurt.
Oh, it's one of these guys. Oh, God.
These big fucking chargy boys. Whoa! Oh my god, everything in this room just knocks me on my ass.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, hold on, I got you. Oh shit, we'll have to stand up first. Oh, and I'm out of TP and I have no fluids. Give me 1 sec. I'll get you back
I
in a
have
second.
fluid.
Oh, we got him. Cool.
Hello, upside down son.
Yeah. Hello, it is me, your upside down child. What? Let's see. What are some other things I
Over
can
here,
do?
Alex.
Oh, thank you. Oh, good. That's a lot of mod fluids. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Here's a
Oh, oh. What this? More fluid. Oh, this fluid exchange always stirs up my insides. Arctic's like, well, now I regret giving that to him. Right now, my legs are back underneath my waist and not above my head. It's kind of boring this way, honestly.
I broke emoting somehow. I can't emote. Ah, well.
Dave's like, I can't feel emotions now. Robot emotions broken.
That's a good way to put it in character, yeah. I'm just now a stoic robot. My
Yeah.
motion chip broke.
Yeah, exactly. Your motion chip shorted out because we were wading through the water too much. I think about the... I think I've mentioned it before, that one episode of Next Generation, Star Trek Next Generation, where you put like an emotion chip in Data, and he's trying alcohol for the first time, and he takes a sip and he's like, "Whoa, this is revolting. I hate this." He's like really hamming it up, and then the lady's like, "Would you like another?" He's like, "Yes, please."
I mean, it's accurate.
Yeah, exactly. Level 38.
Okay, I found it out. I had my chat box open.
Oh, that'll do it. On a Dimate, I'm gonna drop that shit on the ground. Oh wow, look at this. My whatever it's called, the photon blast thing is charged past the halfway point. I never get the photon blast charged up because I'm usually not like in hand to hand quite as much.
Yeah, mine
These
actually
jumpy
charged up a little
boys.
bit ago. This is one of those things where it might not be worth using. I'm gonna use it at some point.
Yeah.
Though. A finale
Yeah.
room or something.
I have one that heals and one that buffs us, but nothing that like damages bad guys. I do like the little cutesy little robot noises, robot bear noises.
They're kind of cute.
I wonder if there's a way to make our mags resemble those little dudes with little bear ears. Oh. Ouch. Oh, do you see them just subtly? Yeah, there we go. They drop down. Very subtly hanging from the ceiling there.
Saw that coming.
If I should be using. Oh, here we go. Little
Speaking of
teleport.
finale rooms,
Here we go.
Oh shit, son. Let's try that again. I'm trying to buff everybody, but it's just so hard to get in range of it, because the range is so limited. Here we go.
How's that soul atom?
Soul Atomizer, so strong. 2 please, please nerf. Oh,
there's
this
a few
freaking
guys in
sniper
here.
boy. There we go. Oof. Trying to get the heals, but not the feels.
It bothers me that they're chirping like birds,
Yeah.
which is kind of just implying that octopus or like squids are just birds with tentacles.
Yeah. Well, they have beaks as well, so
Well,
there's
squids
some
have
weird.
beaks.
Oh, do they really? I didn't know that. Is it like a beak in the same sense of what we think of with beaks, or is it like
Kind
a
of, yeah.
different? Oh, okay, so it's similar.
Pretty much the same, yeah.
I think I hit it. No.
But it looked cool, and that's much more important.
Yeah, I got a deer.
Oh dear. Boots on head. I'm back in my familiar territory.
Yeah, I'm
Feels
pretty
good.
sure beaks are part of the cephalopod description.
Okay, so that's like a common thing for them then. So
Yeah.
maybe they should be making bird noise, is what you're saying. If squids could talk.
If anybody else is seeing, I think that's Sonic Saber kind of floating in the water nonsensically, like even though he's not in water.
I
yeah.
don't see it on my end.
Yes.
Oh, I see this though.
Sorry, guys.
Whoa! This is gonna charge all of our photon spanks. Spank blasts. Oh god, we're all charged up. Oh fuck.
I just heard 2 charge up.
Yeah, we're about to mega spank his ass. Sonic's like, you fucked up now!
I won't hesitate, bitch.
Is Sonic the Hedgehog gonna have to choke a bit? Oh god. There we go. Sorry, I was having too much fun imagining Sonic being like vulgar and threatening violence.
I managed to strike a cool pose before that went off.
Oh, really?
I want to point that out.
His monsters are the opposite of nice. Oh, Trimate, that is nice. Drop that shit like it's hot. I've dropped it. It is hot. Alright, my Photon Blast is up to 73. With 4 more of those rooms, I'll have a full Photon Blast, and I'll buff us or heal us with such intensity.
Bad news. This is the end of level.
Not happening, Alex.
No.
Get good. Oh, good. More earthquakes. I am powerless, yet I have everything. I do like the glowy, blurry camera effect. Long vertical path. Dave, do you remember this?
I'm starting to.
Yeah.
I'll probably once I see it, I probably will.
Yeah. Getting spicy. That's shocking. Getting it in real time. Heathcliff, isn't that the name of a comic cat lad? Like a newspaper comic?
I do not know.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm going with maybe.
Because that's, I feel like that's like some kind of character, like similar to Garfield. Except he's not getting thrown from a window, which is becoming one of my favorite Twitter accounts, by the way. Regular ass Garfield comics, except the third panel is always Garfield getting thrown out of a window. Faster than light.
Is it as good as Garfield without Garfield?
I do like Garfield without Garfield, but I've overexposed myself on Garfield minus Garfield. So Garfield getting thrown out of a window is a good like palate cleanser. The Sonic Drip, that's right.
Okay, game is up. Only took.
Oh yeah. Game is up and so am I. That's a good name, Dave. BRB creating 12 more alt Twitch accounts in case I need them.
In case you need to change something in the future.
In case I need to rebrand, that's right. Well, we were talking not too long ago about, Hobbit is technically a copyright protected term. So it's like, oh yes, let me change my screen name, and I just change it to that. So it's still using the forbidden term, but I say it's different. It's for good soup, that's right.
A mukbang channel where you just eat soup.
Yep. I'm traveling at the speed of light, I wanna make a soup.
Oh god, I forgot about those videos.
Yeah,
too.
I love that one. Have you seen the one where it's Mario Brothers, but it's soup? And it's like, it's like, hey, it's a Mario soup! And then just ends.
Oh my god.
It's pretty good, I love it. Charge lock gun. There's another one where it's Super Mario, but he's stuck in a microwave, and it's soup! And the M just keeps getting louder.
I think my favorite thing like that just goes back to the Freddie Mercury memes.
Yeah.
It's like Freddie Mercury goes down the slide, gets hurt, and calls for his mom.
Yeah. Mama! Oh, I love it. Oh, fuck. It's actually worth quite a bit. Those are worth hanging on to for sure.
Humor is so good.
I love it.
Well, that's not even within that YouTube poop era. The Freddie Mercury shit was relatively.
Don't
recent.
forget to wash under your foreskin, Luigi. That's right.
It feels like the
This
same
was like 2
vein,
years
though.
ago.
Yeah, same energy. Yeah, Gabi's reminding me of Mario reminding Luigi to wash underneath his foreskin. Really important.
Oh yeah.
Solid hygienic advice, honestly.
Have you seen? I think there's this TikTok where it's like, "Is this your card? No. Check under your foreskin."
I've seen that. How can I forget?
It was painful the first time I saw it.
Yeah. He did not. How? Motherfucker, I didn't even have a foreskin before that TikTok video happened. Shit just reattached itself.
What the fuck? They're not selling Trimates.
Yeah, they keep going in and out. They're
I'm
really
gonna-
annoying.
I'm gonna go ahead and take this as an opportunity. Actually, that's a really good time because I meant to do it while we were in the field. I'm just gonna drop individual Trimates, and I will let you guys bicker and fight and Mortal Kombat amongst yourselves to decide whomst gets all these.
We just immediately
And-
start just splitting them even.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're just like actually being civil about this.
Okay, I'm falling. I can't feed my mag. So there you go.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I have a full stack of Dimates. I feel like I should maybe hang on to those just because I might actually need those. But Trimates, I don't think I'm ever going to need for this character, honestly. They're good panic button heals, but Monomates are still really good for me. My max HP is 234. I think a Monomate heals like 80 or something. Oops. Alright, so I can use mech guns now, which is kind of cool.
Met guns are nice.
It'd be nice to get a restore TP one. I think I might want to take the confuse one because confuse can be nice for crowd control. Take that one and just sell it. Oh, I have a mono grinder as well. If anybody wants it, I'll drop that once we are all convened in the same area.
I have a big pile of mono grinders I'm afraid to use in my bag.
It's hard to commit because what if I find a better weapon?
I took a shotgun the whole way up to 15.
Yeah.
And yeah, you do eventually replace it, but that shotgun is god until you replace it.
Hey,
That's
actually,
pretty sweet though. Yeah, it's pretty boss. All right, grinders on the ground.
I probably should start using these things just because, like I said, I have a ton of them and I have like rare weapons I'm using at this point.
Actually, I should probably hold this until we get to the next area.
Okay. Purple lamplight. Confirm whether Heathcliff Flowen is alive or dead.
Purple lamplight. Is that just a one of those dark lights that people use to like inspect hotel rooms for cleanliness?
Blacklight.
Oh, that's an Amazon or cheap Amazon item description of one. Purple lamplight, black light, light for
Hotel inspections. Yeah.
hotel inspection. I don't know, my brain doesn't work fast enough to be able to just shut one of those.
That's how I feel, honestly. I think there's a clip of Gordon Ramsay doing like the hotel inspection stuff, and there's like some kind of voice clip of him being like, like fucking god, it's a cornucopia of semen. I can't remember what the quote is. It's something like that.
Put it in the cornucopia.
It's like it's some kind of phrase from Gordon Ramsay said in his typical cursing style, where if you just take it out of context, it's just this delightful sound clip.
I can't like get in or I can't appreciate any Gordon Ramsay meme after I've seen the fucking one of him being like the fucking steak is fucking raw, and then it immediately like goes into like dubstep.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Or not steak, the base is raw.
Oh, okay.
He was
Because
saying
I've seen the one where it's like the cartoonized version where he like turns into a demon and destroys the planet because he's so mad. It's like
This is like a 6-second clip, and it's
Okay.
fucking required viewing. So I need to find.
Okay, we're starting on the upper levels, which means we gotta go through the whole thing and maybe fight the boss again.
Oh yeah.
Or we're just gonna find the route to the boss and we get to do this all again next mission.
I hope it starts us in the upper decks so we can say that we're going on an upper decker.
This is very likely our last request of you. Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
It's because they don't expect us to live after this challenge. Right, Grinder is on the grounder. Yeah. Good job, Alex. Really clever.
Yoink.
I just want to make sure they're getting used, or at least being held by somebody who benefits from them. Because I think, unless I'm mistaken, I don't think any force weapons, when you increase their power, if they do anything other than raise attack power. Because I don't care about attack power. I care about mind shit. Oh, I don't like that hallway. I don't like that at all.
This is all just dead ends everywhere. Oh, duh, here we go.
We found some friends.
Yeah, I found headphone warning on that.
Got it in the chat there. I'm curious. I'll watch it a little bit later. But I'm guessing it's a sick drop.
Yeah.
Oh, he took out like 98% of his health and then he teleports. Motherfucker didn't know the hurricane he was ready for. He thought he was ready for.
Oh, the music got really good there for a second.
I think that there's like a battle music track that kind of pops in and out.
Yeah, I've been listening to the Phantasy Star Online 2 soundtrack recently, actually.
Ooh. I don't know if I've heard any of it.
Yeah. In hindsight, I think the music might have been what kind of put me off on the game a little bit. Because the music, it's weird to listen to. It's like 20-minute long combat tracks that are all just kind of very discordant and not very pleasant.
Yeah.
But I imagine like in the game, they're probably okay.
Yeah, so that kind of happens with any dynamic audio type of tracks. Mick Gordon had a huge problem with this with Doom's soundtrack, because the Doom soundtrack was made entirely to be dynamic audio only, and then they came to him like, hey, we want to sell this soundtrack separately, and he's like, they're not songs. It's like, what do you mean? So he had to go back and actually just remake songs out of all like the out of all the samples that he made. And everything,
Yeah.
the dynamic
Oh,
Yeah, it's
audio.
like individual clips, right? Individual like blips of music.
I just heard a guy somewhere.
Oh, I see a guy.
There, okay. There you are.
Yeah. In a more generic sense, I can think of some games where it's like the soundtrack is effective at conveying emotions and being a backing track for, you know, things that are happening in a movie or in a video game, but aren't very fun to listen to. So it's like, I like this soundtrack, but I wouldn't listen to it on its own because
Exactly.
it's like, it's not very effective as like general listening stuff, but just accompanies the main experience.
Yeah. Meanwhile, somehow Mick Gordon got tasked with like taking audio samples that he made just for emotions and make a soundtrack out of.
Yeah, and
The
he did a
soundtrack
really
ended
good
up
job.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's able to.
Yeah, there's a
Doom
lot of
2016
traps.
soundtrack,
A lot of
yeah.
traps.
Oh, you're right.
Look with your special robot eyes. Oh my god, that was a lot of traps. Holy fuck.
Yeah, the Doom 2016 soundtrack is probably one of like the most well-produced video game soundtracks of all time.
It's pretty
it-
baller.
And it wasn't meant.
Yeah. Like, I'll admit, I don't know if I love listening to it just on its own, but like, yeah, really well produced, really well made, and kind of a technical marvel, honestly.
Yeah, and that's kind of Mick Gordon's style in general. If you
Yeah.
ever just listen to his regular music, he's very, very strong technical guitar player.
Yeah. And not just the, I mean, the technical part is true, but like just the really stellar production. Like, I don't even know if I like that style of production, but just really well made, like snarly, fucking like demon pig snarl guitar sounds. Like just a very fitting like angry tone that is just makes you feel like you want to fight shit when you hear it.
I forget where the video is, but I know there's a video where he shows off his audio setup. It was this crazy setup of like these old,
fuck yeah,
like Russian synths and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a fucking like lunar moon pod of like technology and pedals and effects and just all kinds of cool shit. I bet like nerdy guitar music production people would like just eat that shit up as like being really fascinating.
Every once in a while, I forget I'm a robot, and then I step on the fucking sand, and I just leave massive footprint.
And you're like, why am I this little anime girl that's leaving giant footprints? What the fuck?
I found it. But what's
Guys, I don't
the-
mean to brag, but I found like 4 soul atomizers in the room, so I feel very unique right now.
Oh.
If only they sold for a little bit.
I must
Yeah, no
know.
kidding. Trying to remember why I don't feed soul atomizers to my dude. Oh, it drains mine. That's why. Okay, now I'm remembering. I have to be reminded of why I don't do certain things. What did we learn today, Alex?
Oh god.
Yeah, they're being pretty rude.
Yeah, not very considerate of them, is it? Oh, fucking, I didn't actually mean to pick that up, god damn it.
God, item.
I didn't even want it. I like when those guys die, they like expand out and then pop. Like a little demon balloon.
I hate those spinny dudes.
The spinny boys, yeah. They're more just annoying, not really that deadly. Look, God, these fucking footprints. Yeah, one of these things is not like the other. Whoa! Okay. Like, dude, fucking demon dog, calm down. Holy shit. Got his ass. Ooh, trimate, nice.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, the worst part is it's in this little tiny room, so...
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, here we go. I got you. I say confidently, trying to remember the button I have to press to resurrect you.
A survived demon dog died of frost trap.
That's not it. Shit. I might not have this mapped to a hotkey once. Like, I know I have the spell. It's just a question of, do I have? I'm trying to look, like find how I cast it.
This is also like right at the start of the level too. So I'm just sitting here, just demanding you revive me for
Yeah.
no reason.
Is it this one? Okay. Okay. Someone else got it. Yeah. I'm trying to remember which spell it is. I have it somewhere on my menu, but I can't remember what the icon is.
The icon for the item is like a little like plus symbol.
It's a plus sign. There it is. Like, yeah, I see it. Yeah. I was looking for a different icon.
At least I think it is. I pushed that button earlier and
Yeah.
somebody revived. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
if that was
definitely
me or
it.
not.
What he's talking about for the spell.
Yeah, I think the spell and the reverser. That's the one. Yeah. Yeah, I just couldn't remember what the icon was. I thought it was a different one. And now I've been reminded. So now when
I
we
gotta remember to try traps. I remember finding out the traps were really good, like right at the end of the game. Right at the end
they
of
can be
episode
really
4.
useful. Yeah, for like crowd control. They can be quite helpful. Oh, well, that's not obvious. Always satisfying just watching those guys get stun locked. There's probably some, but yeah, I was gonna say there's probably some behind us too.
Teleports behind you.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Trying to imagine how that would sound with these little bird noises that they make. Squeaky, squawky bird friends. Oh god, they're all on the ceiling. Or the walls, rather. Uh-oh. Are there friends? There's a friend. There we go. There we go. That was the wrong spell. That one's done. Okay, this is the last one then. Very cool. Priest mind minus though, so decremented. Somehow money just stuck in the door there.
This way.
Yeah, just whatever. Pick a direction.
It's a lot of branching paths. It's all very expensive.
Oh, come on.
Okay, and this was
Whoa!
my teeth rough. Oh god.
Oh, whoops, that was my bad, wrong way.
Oh, is this the right direction?
I think so.
This is a new direction.
Yeah,
don't
it's
know if it's the right
a
direction.
direction, yeah.
It's a
I don't want to
new-looking
overcommit
room.
here.
I was literally just about to make a comment about how obvious those things are.
This is really pretty.
I like
is
this room a
really pretty.
lot. The waterfalls and like seeing into the ocean. Fishies. Alright,
Yeah,
not
they
so much
are.
the robot
Alright.
lads. Could go without these dudes. Boom, boom. Oh boy.
Ow, these hurt.
These guys are. I'm starting to think they don't like us very much.
I fail to see where you get that umbrella.
Ooh, trimate. Oops.
Ow. How rude.
It's a rude place for them to spawn, honestly.
I'm feeding my pet robot. Fuck off.
Speaking of which, trimate on the ground.
He clearly wanted to eat.
Yeah, he
Oh,
wants
yeah,
to be the
okay.
pet robot.
Or- oh yeah, I
Is
guess
this-
you could take that either way. He could eat the pet robot or the food.
Oh, someone did grab it. It just persisted. More of these things. They're annoying when they're like only on the walls. I mean, they're annoying regardless, but they're extra annoying when they're only on the walls.
Yeah, they kind of have an obnoxious amount of health.
Yeah.
And I think they restore health over time too, which does not make matters any easier. Like if they,
weird angles where like you're hitting it, but for some reason it's just not actually taking damage.
yeah. And of course, I'm trying to be mindful of how much TP I'm using on these guys, these stationary targets. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Now's a good time to like do the health draining, health stealing stuff.
I just wanted to
Isn't
see
that
what numbers
special
would come
attack?
out of it. See if
Yeah.
it was worth it at all. It's really not.
It's not much, yeah. I think the higher level ones get you more, but yeah, the early level ones are pretty minimal, unfortunately. Whoop, that was me. That was me. Sometimes it gets me because sometimes they pause at the end of the cycle. Other times they just immediately bounce back. I'm to the point now where most of the things that I feed my mag not only raise mind but lower power. So I'm very okay with accepting the fact that power will forever be at level 3 now. I'm fine with that. How little I have use for such a stat.
JD's like running directly towards every trap that me and Arctic haven't shot yet.
It's a challenge. Yeah. He's trying
find
to
them all.
It's like a timing challenge. Can you shoot them in time to protect him?
Can you shoot the traps
Escort
before
mission.
Sonic the Hedgehog can run to them?
Yes. It's like an escort quest in GoldenEye or something. Escort mission. As Natalia just runs brazenly into explosions. I see it. Oh, never mind. I can't get to that from here.
Ooh. Oh, this is just lower level. All right.
I was gonna say it's progress.
Whew.
What about one where they put us like at the actual seabed and we're just underwater with little fish tanks over our heads,
Just fucking die.
or drown? We're dead. Our characters have to evolve gills or die. Oh, it's dark and spooky in here, guys. Oh, someone's ready to spank some booty holes.
Girl, that's a booty hole.
I'm thinking the same shit, actually. Ouch.
These things with the glowy eyes are actually a little bit spooky.
Spooky with the damage they do, or just like spooky with the overall design?
Just the vibe.
Because I do like just the aesthetic that they have. Oh, I stunned him apparently. Not sure if that really works on boxes, but sure. You paralyzed the box. What does it do on its turn? It's a box. Whoa! I was so confident we killed him, and then his friend decided to pop in. All these boxes. General Legs! It's been a while. Diamate on the ground, by the way.
That actually reminds me of the D&D group or the new D&D party. Our sorcerer is getting his powers from a flump that he is the only person who's able to see it. The flump had disappeared years ago, so like his entire like motivation is trying to find. And one of Path of Wild Magic Barbarian's wild magic effect just summons flumps.
Right, because I remember I was talking about flumps not too long ago, because I forgot what they were until you reminded me a week or two ago.
Yeah, but that's gonna be very awkward.
Isn't it's like, because you said it's a familiar?
No, it's not a familiar, like it was an actual more of like what his source of power came from.
Oh, okay.
Because like, I don't know if sorcerers work the same way in 3rd edition, but in 5th edition their entire idea is like they're a wizard but they don't study at all, like all the power came naturally instead.
Yeah. Because they're like part dragon or something. There's like just different explanations for it.
Several different sources, and those are effectively the subclass.
Yeah. Yeah, my understanding is that wizards and sorcerers tend to not get along. Because sorcerers think wizards are like stuck-up assholes, and wizards think like they're like privileged shitheads because like, oh, you were born with it, I had to work for this, therefore I think I'm better than you, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, sorcerers are just the recipients of magic sugar daddies.
Yeah, pretty
that's
much.
more of a warlock, but
yeah, that's actually a good point too. I guess warlocks are also kind of mixed in with that too. That kind of dynamic.
yeah, warlock is more explicitly sugar daddy. But
Yeah, they kind of are, aren't they?
which that always gets fun because patrons don't necessarily have to be like crazy evils or anything. So it's always fun to see people who play warlocks and have like a really interesting patron.
Yeah. Nice.
I see a pink item. What is it?
It's like, oh, how did you get your power? Oh, I made a deal with a unicorn. Gave him a handful of grapes.
Oh boy,
That was close.
that was scary. Shift. I think that's one of the buff or debuff spells. Yeah, that's a buff one. That actually is kind of nice because that could buff the range, the effective range, because that's something I constantly struggle with. In like boss battles, trying to boost everybody. Because the heal range is crazy, but the buff range is pretty small. Whoa! Jesus! Not even that much damage, but the knockback is disgusting. Oh, these ones are actually pretty well hidden in the water.
That shotgun felt so fucking satisfying.
I was gonna say, I watched that shit happen. It was pretty sweet. I used my version of the shotgun, which is to say just an area of effect spell, but it's not quite, it doesn't hit as tight, you know?
No, but it looks cooler.
It does look cool, but it's not as, like, sexually gratifying. Which is the metric.
Think,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I really do think Rager got the short end of the stick for, like, the actual, like, class fantasy and how much cool shit they get long term.
Yeah, it's not quite as flashy. Oh boy. I got you, BB. Oh, he's busting out the goods.
There's no reason
Yeah,
I
get
shouldn't live
fucked.
there.
$120 damage.
Yeah, that's decent. Ouch. I love how fighting these guys invariably always makes people bust out the big guns.
It's good to have an enemy that's like that. Now when
the
it's
thing
just
that-
two people, a
It
little
just
bit
makes us
traumatizing.
pissed. Yeah, exactly. Something that just reliably makes us all pissed off.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I guess, but I do remember a room where we need to face off actually against two. Might be the finale for this mission, actually.
It might be, yeah.
Like, if I actually remember that, we might have spent some time there.
Sometime. Oh, really? Is that what's out on the streets now?
God damn it.
It is.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Yes. You know what was up.
What does that sound, Cliff?
It's Knuckles from
Knuckles.
SA1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sign of Vision 1. And it's when you fight him because he gets duped by Eggman again. Oh no!
Oh, did he just die?
Yeah, he just died.
Completely wasted.
And and every time you damage Knuckles, he goes, "Oh no!" And it's like every time you hit him. So when you do that fight, you will hear it a bajillion times, and it's very iconic and silly. Look at Trimate, Trimate, Trimate. Uni got him, Uni got him.
Now I really need to
Let's
see
see,
if I
which
can
way did
trigger the
people go? Okay.
Mario Party got item sound whenever that play.
What I really want to do is like, I haven't really touched my sound effects in a long time on Streamlabs. I want to just find a bunch more of those, and yeah, a bunch of Mario Party ones, some Sonic Adventure ones. I think there's a lot that could be done there to make them obnoxious and stupid.
Yeah, for some reason, for Sonic Adventure, the first thing that comes to mind is Eggman's "Get a load of this."
Get a load of this. That's right. Yeah, that's in the final boss battle, and again, you hear it a bajillion times, and it's so annoying. But it's iconic. Its annoyance becomes its virtue.
I can't think of Sonic Adventure Eggman without Shadow fucked my wife.
Did we still
He
knock
pissed
that
on
guy
my
while he
wife,
was-
so I'm gonna piss on the moon.
And
I have an important
was
announcement.
this big, and I said that's disgusting.
And it's not even that big. Yeah, Dr. Eggman has an important announcement is that, like Arctic said, it's like required internet viewing. Especially if you've played SA2.
That entire dub is really good.
I that's the thing, it's part of like a whole thing. It's like the whole I miss my wife tales. Like apparently there's a whole story that I've yet to experience.
It's awesome.
Thank you for the hydrate, Mr. Warbird.
The whole premise is that a bunch of people who've they get people together who've never actually seen the story of the game and have them live dub the characters.
That's amazing, and there's so
That
many
is
games
pretty
that would work
sweet,
great.
yeah.
They've done 06 and they've done Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, I think.
See, they're doing themselves a disservice if they're just sticking to Sonic games because there's so much good shit.
I
Fucking
think they've done some other games as well.
House of the Dead 2, immediate thought that would be a great concept for.
I see lots of things.
House of the Dead 2's dub is
Whoa!
already very bad.
Like how we were all standing in a perfect line for this guy to just T-pose over us like that, goddamn. Jesus! Who pissed in this guy's cornflakes?
Okay, these guys are still scary. That's good.
Goddamn!
I'm playing crowd control while you deal with.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep everyone alive.
Yeah, just keep doing that. You're doing good.
Yeah, Arctic trying to play with those guys, me trying to keep it. Oh, well, I am running pretty low on fluids, FYI.
I've got.
Holy shit, that was awful.
We'll just have to pump more into your.
If anybody has any extras, I'll gladly
Here's a
take them off
dive
your
fluid.
hands. Ooh, mind material, thank you. Thank you for the dye fluid. Yes, that is perfect. Oh, mind fluid. Oh, my brain thanks you.
Saw that coming.
Oh yeah, my mag level. Or evolve.
I left some fluid for you in that hallway, Alex.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for pissing some fluid on the ground for me, JD. A sentence you
always
never
packing.
thought I would say out loud.
Remember, kids, pee is stored in the balls.
I'm dead.
Oh, right as I got the heal off too. Dang it. Here, I got you, baby. Oh, hold on. I'm frozen. Hold on. I'll come back to life eventually. Oh, I'm dead too. Never mind. He froze me and killed me. There we go. Ouch. These guys are scummy, man. They keep freezing and then killing before we have a chance to do anything about it.
And these rooms are starting to get a bit scary. I like it.
Yeah, I like that it's getting challenging now. After multiple hours and sessions of steamrolling.
Yeah, it only took I don't know, what are we, like 30 hours in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Probably a lot more than that to be.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's always such a helpless feeling watching, like, your homies are dying around you, so you're getting, like, a heal spell ready, and then you get frozen, and they're just wailing on you, and when you're frozen, you don't get any blocks, so you're just watching yourself die, and it's like, good. I'm useful. Oh, hell yeah, JD's busting out the big guns. Fuck up those boxes.
They just have so much health.
They do, it's annoying. Why are boxes so healthy? What an obnoxious room, I love it.
General Mind plus plus.
Ow. Oh, that's the armor slot one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend selling it if you don't want it, just because I think
Yeah.
I think Angel Mind is better, and I've got a few of those.
Oh yeah, it is. I just, pointing out that this guy's apparently, some kind of super general.
The general, yeah, he's got a lot of body parts that are noteworthy. Oh, that was me. That was my bad. Ouch. I didn't think it would just keep revolving. I thought it was gonna give me a pause. That's like the 4th time I've triggered one of those today.
Oh, you're gonna hate this room though.
Oh, my
Oh yes.
God.
Oh, that's
You
obnoxious.
just trigger it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's just get out of the way,
Okay.
man. Let's get out of the way. Just make it
Get it
easier for
over
all of
with.
us. Yeah. Just rip off the band-aid.
I wonder where this warp goes.
Okay, same story as last room. We're probably gonna want to deal with that from the top.
Yeah, probably.
Oh wait, what? I'm confused.
Yeah, do I go around or do I go up this way? I think I go back this way. I think I follow this path right here.
Almost did it.
How you doing, JD?
I was frozen today.
I was frozen today. That's right. Oh, throwback. Holy shit.
It appears we got separated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
we
wondering which
split up,
path
but,
led to victory.
Oh, this is not a room we want to be in until they get.
Is it up this way? Yeah, I'm trying to figure it. Oh, is this you guys? Oh my, you found some friends.
I don't even think I hit him with that. Oh well.
Because I wasn't in the room with you guys, I didn't even get the cutscene, which is interesting. Ouch.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were gonna see that.
Yeah, I think it really does appear in the same vicinity.
Which
was
is
a
interesting, because
cutscene?
that means time is still passing outside the room. I wonder if that can be exploited. Like, I wonder if I started the animation, then you walked in, maybe the enemies
Oh,
all just
yeah.
frozen or
That's a
something.
good point, too. Yeah, if everything's frozen, I can just beat the shit out of them while they're frozen in time.
Goodbye.
Oh, I got you.
Thank you.
It's actually kind of nice when you get resurrected. I think it restores your health and your TP as well. So if you're out of everything, it can be a really nice and quick restoration.
I am die. Thank you forever.
Thank you
Yes.
forever. Oh, I'm dying. Yeah, I love that clip.
Ow.
Ow!
I got you, BB. Oh, don't do that side hop bullshit. Look at that nonsense. He's not even facing me, and he does like a little side hop and still teabags my health bar. Some side hop shit. Get that crap out of here, man. Yeah, freeze him. Yeah, fuck him up. Hell yeah. Was that the frozen trap?
I laid it on a frozen trap, but he moved and then
Yes.
was frozen, so I don't know.
See, I remember the frozen traps are great for kind of controlling the pace of the battle.
Yeah, that might be the strat I go to from now on. Assuming I remember how to buy traps.
Because, yeah, it's like a specific menu, right?
Well, I just bound them to 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
I need to try Confuse Trap at some point when we get to another massive enemy, see what that does.
Yeah, yeah, for like the big piles. Because I have,
Like this
there's
guy.
a mech gun I have
Oh,
that
he's a
has
robot, never
a,
mind.
yeah, there's a mech gun I have that has a good control or confuse special attack, and like, man, that'd be great for just a pile of bad guys. Just launch a few of those. See, I see some lads up here, just begging for some trouble.
I actually used a trimate to heal. What are we doing?
What does this
What
come to?
Time's coming to.
Oh, I'm frozen. Woo, just the nick of time. Oh, I'm mad. Oh, hell yeah. I've actually never even seen this before.
Oh.
I think that's the one that either heals or buffs. I hope it's the buff one. It was the
Well,
heal
it
one, and then JD
didn't
died.
It was the JD gets shit wrecked.
So, the kill JD one, yeah. Where's... Oh, someone got him. Okay, cool. All right, well, that room was very uneventful. I think we can all agree. Very, very boring room. Nothing bad happened. Oh, there's more friends back
Yeah.
here, by the way.
No.
They spawn, but they're in the lower levels, so I don't know if we have to fight them necessarily, but if we have to come back, we'll have to deal with them.
You're walking back stuff, you know. Let's just kill everything. Ow.
Because it gave us the happy you killed all the monsters noise, and they were like, oh, we're not leaving.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Ouch. Oh, here's a Dimate. Bam!
I love the Sonic Popsicle.
With the googly eyes.
I like it best whenever the face is completely fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told them I went first. Well, I leveled up somewhere in there and I didn't even
My
notice.
grandmother's campground used to sell like Ninja Turtles ones, and they were particularly
Oh.
fucked up all the time.
Hell yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, big shit.
Do you want to hit town first to empty inventories and buy healing items and stuff? I'm fresh out of healing items.
Yeah, that'd be a smart idea.
Still don't get what you mean by healing item, but
Yeah, what is this healing of which you speak? Can I not? Oh, here we go.
Wow, this store doesn't actually sell monomate. First time I've seen that.
Yeah, the demand is so low, they're just like, we're not even bothering manufacturing them anymore. $10 peseta for a full heal. I have like one thing to restore. Oh, this identifier guy's got little robot apparatuses on his head. That's cool. I don't know if that's like a game mechanic thing where the different identifier guys have different specialties, or if they just look different. And that's just how they are.
They do have different specialties. It's
That's pretty
based
cool.
on the section ID of the host.
Oh, that explains it.
Like each unidentified item you pick up has 3 possibilities, and depending on which ticker you bring it to, is going to give 3 different results.
Ah, very nice. Dave, it's almost like you know things about video games.
I might have looked it up at one point. I was like, why the hell?
Chime it on the ground, by the way, if anybody wants it. Oh man, they don't even sell tri-fluids anymore, or at least not right now. It's okay, I got lots of the dye fluids, lots of the other stuffs. I should be set. Oh, shock frame now, that's kind of cool. Only one slot, that's a deal breaker. Psychic barrier, that sounds fancy. Oh, it's expensive too, holy shit.
Yeah, I just blew all my money.
Oh, I like
Good
money.
feeling, but you know.
Is Psychic Barrier better than Flame Barrier or Freeze Barrier, if anybody knows? I think Psychic's better. It's more expensive. I'm just gonna buy that one.
You should be able to see a stat comparison.
Yeah. I'm thinking this is a good opportunity to, if I'm on the fence about whether a shield or a frame upgrade is worth it, it's like, well, it's before a boss battle, and I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be a doozy, so girding my loins is a good idea. Loins, question mark, girded, period.
Hotel Trivago.
The items I want to grab. Nope, not particularly. Actually, since we know we have a boss battle coming up. Last boss battle, I think he had a shop that would kill me from like full health to nothing. So I'm gonna see if I should maybe switch out my my frame like slot items. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna switch out the Angel Lion for another Dragon HP. It's better, HP or legs? Probably more HP, because legs implies that like a 20 evade will be enough, and it probably won't be for a boss. Oh, look at that, 278 HP. What's your guys' max HP out of curiosity?
316.
283.
That's not completely still. I was thinking I was like super far behind. Although this is what I'm at 278 after plus 80 from the Dragon HPs total. So yeah, normally I'm at like 198 right now. Pretty pitiful. Let's kill all the shit. That's right. Got a big update coming up as well. Okay, I think I am as prepared as the various holes in my body can allow me to be.
Yeah, I don't remember this boss at all, so
I think he's gonna be a doozy, and I think we're gamers, and I think we got the shit.
you just gotta believe.
Hell yeah.
I've never once gamed in my life.
That's for me either, honestly. Yeah, the elevator shaft. We're gonna get shafted.
That
Is this
sounds
the Halo 2
nice.
level?
Yes. Oh, cool music though.
Yeah, I like the music.
Whoa, that looks like Mizar.
He does! Holy shit, you're right. At least this is a small arena, so keeping everybody healed should be easier. I don't want to say easy, but easier. Alright, so fire is better. Ice might be good. I can't really hit him with ice very well, though. Yeah, fire makes him pretty mad. Oh, what's that? I'm scared. Hold on. Hold me. I think you have to, like...
I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, God.
That was fun.
There's a strat for avoiding that, but I
was.
can't remember what it is.
Dodge that.
There's some, like, yeah, there's some movement strats, or if you know what attack he's about to do, you can kind of, like, place yourself in the right path. Out of danger. We're not doing horrible. We got him done by about a fifth. Oh, what's he? Oh, Jesus. Ouch. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. He's underneath us. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, yeah, he is not very weak to ice at all. I think fire is the best. Probably light would be the bestest, but none of us have light magic yet. Light or dark.
Yeah, he looks like a dark. Well, oh yeah, attribute dark. Duh.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, we're gonna see more of those as we go through. Go further in. That shotgun blast seems like... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say the closer I am, it almost looks like the more likely it is to go over my head. Not always, though. About half out. Oh, this one. Yeah, I don't know what the strat is for that one. There's like there's a sweet spot, but I've yet to figure it out.
Yeah, it looks like right on the inside of the sweep, maybe.
Yeah. Just like the cone is wider than it looks.
And you want to kind of get close to him and off to the side, I think.
Yeah.
Targeting on him is super weird.
Yeah. The camera's doing some odd things too. From above.
Okay, this one appears to basically hang out around the side and pray.
Miss, miss, miss.
There's a pretty good safe spot in the middle there as well.
Whoa, whoa. Speaking of
Ow.
sweet spots. Really?
Man, doing this like pure melee must be really frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
my
okay,
single
JD's
player...
pure melee.
Yeah,
How you
I think
doing,
my
JD?
single player character was pure melee back in the day on the GameCube, and yeah, this was a... I think I couldn't even beat this boss battle in, like, at all in, one level above hard mode. Ouch! Or one level above
I
easy
don't know if
mode.
you can move fast enough for this.
I just did it.
Arctic just
Oh,
did it.
wow.
Arctic
Yeah,
just
it's
got it.
possible. It's really persnickety. Ouch.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the outside. You want to kind of like be towards the center of the ring and then
Yeah.
kind of get to the safe spot before he starts actually doing it.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's just a long battle. So it's like, even with range, it's just a very long and arduous battle.
Oh, I definitely did
There
that on
we
the wrong
go.
side.
There we go. Yeah, I see it. I see it now. Oh, I still got hit at the very end.
It's a cool attack. That might be my favorite attack this
It
guy
is cool.
does.
Yeah, it is cool. And unfortunately, it's quite awesome. I wish I had that attack.
Yeah, why don't they just let us play as this guy?
Yeah. I sometimes would think about that when I was a kid playing like Mario 64. It's like I'm playing as Mario and I have to go through all this trouble to hit Bowser, like cause him damage. All Bowser has to do is fucking touch me, man. I want his attacks.
Yeah, I definitely used the Game Shark to play as the fucking Master Hand in Smash 64.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, somehow
getting
didn't get hit by
pretty
that.
low.
I got hit by the follow-up. Oh god.
Yeah, trying to
some hits in
keep those
there.
buffs alive, baby. He's getting down there.
Oh, below.
So you're saying all your characters go the dark side and invariably Warbird?
Goodbye.
Oh, here, I can get you, hold
Yeah,
up, hold up.
after he's done this.
There we go.
I didn't want to res you because you were like right where he was stabbing.
He was like, I like this spot. This place is cool. Ah!
Nice.
Got his ass. That's a
Alright.
tough fight. Get Jedi
was
using
only one death
blasters
the whole
in
fight.
the Old Republic. Yeah, that makes sense. I know KOTOR had a similar type of deal.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, this looks like Phantasy Star Universe.
Whoa.
This isn't foreboding at all.
Wait, are we not done?
What is that?
I love
I'm
Biohazard.
gonna catch it
Oh.
and put it in a Pokeball. Oh god.
Okay, you know,
Okay,
I
yeah,
thought
part
that
two.
boss is a little lazy.
Although,
It's an annoying fight. Oh Jesus.
His attribute is question.
Ankle strat.
oh,
Getting stepped on strat.
Tower Knight.
Oh, he's got Pat.
He's got friends.
I got ads. Holy shit.
Ooh, be advised, I'm having a hard time reaching you guys, so you might have to be on your own, partially for healing. So we're all kind of spread out right now. Whoa!
About that.
Okay.
Well then.
Does
That's a
anybody have
mechanic we
escape
gotta
dolls?
figure out.
I do not.
No.
Okay.
That was unexpected.
Okay, so escape dolls, important. Fortunately, we laid down telepipes.
That was smart of us, wasn't it?
About the escape doll. They ain't
Let's
some.
stock back up. Wonder if there's a thing we have to do to prevent that attack from hitting us, because that was... I didn't actually see what the damage was. All I saw was that it one-shot all of us, so... If
Yeah.
it's one-shotting you guys, I have no hope of surviving it ever. I have 3 escape dolls. But if
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna do that attack a lot, then we're in for a world of hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up really quick.
Yeah, there's some kind of cool guy strat.
It's probably just kill all the ads.
Yeah, it did
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
look like. Yeah, it kind of did look like the ads were the ones actually doing that.
Okay.
So yeah, swap your AOE weapons and. Alex, give me
A lot of
a
wands, ice mecha, yeah, nothing that grabs me. Anything I wanted to sell? Yeah, not really. We all did our inventorying before starting the boss battle. What if killing the first version of the lad gave us any experience? I didn't notice if it did or not.
Okay, no, it does not have anything to do with the ads. Per the Phantasy Star Online wiki, Olga Flow loves to walk around. It also loves to use a very powerful beam attack to almost kill you instantly, which in our case just does kill us instantly.
Yeah.
When Flow is pointing its sword into the air, you better run away and you better pray you can survive. Bring escape dolls.
Very nice. So maybe it's a distance thing, so we just have to like, yeah, stay far away when he's doing that
Or
attack.
damage at the center or something.
Yeah, it looks like he raises his sword into the air, and then just the answer is just to run away.
Be advised, I'm pretty sure my TP was the purple one, so to keep the portals alive, take the purple one.
Well, we both of them are like right next to each other, so just take the one that isn't your own.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break just to hit the bathroom real quick.
Sure. Yeah, now's a good time before jumping back into scary big boy. So yeah, speaking of AoEs, now's a good time for me to reassess my go-to spell situations here. Yeah, I like that his... I don't know if I like, but I recognize that, yeah, his attribute of question mark makes it hard to plan for. Yeah, actually, lightning is only barely more expensive than ice, so lightning should probably be more my go-to. Fire is still so powerful because it's
I'm
so
bringing
much
a
higher
gun
level.
for the first phase.
Yeah, that first phase is tough, melee only, honestly. Cause yeah, I think for my GameCube single-player only character that's melee only, I think I probably beat that first phase, but I bet that second phase, I couldn't get my dude high enough level to survive the beam attack, so I was never able to get past normal difficulty for episode 2. Because I can beat normal difficulty, but hard difficulty, or whatever the next above normal is, was too much for me. At like level 90, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome back. 21, 26, 20, yeah, exactly, it's very expensive. Actually, that one's not too bad. Of the AoEs, the fire
Alright.
ones are the better ones.
Try number 2. Let's do this.
But Jack, the first phase I can imagine being very annoying melee, but not impossible.
Yeah, I think the annoyance was the thing. All right, we have to wait. I'm like, wait, why can't I move?
Yeah, we could move the first time we walked in here, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Good.
Ow.
Ouch. My pride. Nothing else. We're gonna get really good at dodging his like bullshit. Green laser attack.
Son.
See below us. Oh, never mind. He's over there.
Nope.
Sonic with a gun.
Truth is, kid, your balls were never that full of piss to begin with. Click, click. Oh, ouch! That's not true. Sonic would believe in my balls being full of piss.
Oh yeah.
Sonic's definitely a pro balls kind of guy. He seems to really like... Oh, there we go. I'm trying to like watch for when and where he does that attack.
Oh,
See if it's
He seems
telegraphed.
I just look at the
kinda-
mini map and get as far away from him as possible.
Yeah. Just trying to see if this is a discernible pattern. Just gonna not stand. Oh, never mind. I still got hit by it. He's going like, oh, oh. Yeah, get fucked. Yeah, we're nickel and diming him. Nipple and diming him.
Effectively.
Oh! He nippled my dime.
I guess that's probably better than diming your nipple.
Yeah, dining and nipples. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, we're all... Oh, almost. We're
Well,
learning, we're learning.
So close.
He's only done that attack once. It's like that voice crack, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah. He's flashing red, which I think is
Ooh,
good.
who's gonna get the killing blow? Who's gonna blow him? Ouch. Okay, instead he's blowing me.
I don't think I've been hit by this once, just so it's standing on the edge.
So 9,083. Ouch. Right as one final spank got JD and I.
You got me too.
Oh, is that all three of us? Yeah. Just confirmed. So fighting that and winning against that form does not give us any experience. We have to get the whole thing.
Oh
It's
boy.
clearly dead, so we could just leave and not touch that, right?
Yeah, we can just walk
Aw,
away.
I wish.
Okay, and apparently just touching that thing, I thought it was going to be interactable. No, he just touched the thing.
We touch his tra-la-la.
Yeah, that wakes him up.
We touch his ding-ding-dong.
Yeah, it probably woke me up too. I can't really blame him.
Can't wake up.
Okay, I'm so afraid.
Be advised when you're close
I
to
definitely
him.
broke out the sniper rifle so I could get him
Yeah.
from, like, way further away.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going range on this.
Yeah, when you're close to him, I have a hard time healing you, so just be aware. But I will do my darndest, but no guarantees. Oh god, everything's glowing. I'm
Okay,
scared.
there's the
Get
sword
away, get away,
raise.
get away.
Oh! Okay, I was pretty far away, but not far enough. Thank you.
These things are dropping sin spawn for Final Fantasy.
Raising the gun?
Yeah. I'm paralyzed. I can't do shit for a second.
Yeah, this paralyzed suck.
Ah.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. So there is a fairly limited range. Let me try and get to JD.
It's okay.
Looking for his
Sword raise
corpse.
again.
You can leave me.
Trying to find where your corpse is. Oh, here it is. He's like teabagging on top of you, so I'm having a hard time getting to you. He's camping you. Oh, there we go. He's moving. I'm moving into position.
Oh.
Oh, someone got you. Nice.
Yeah, I got him.
The floaty boys are more weak to lightning than they are fire. FYI. Oh,
Oh, he's right behind me.
ooh, that's a new attack.
I don't like.
I'm scared.
It's nice having a boss that I'm actually afraid of.
Yeah. It's a good
I'm
mix up.
terrified of this thing.
Oh, he's looking right at my face. What's he doing?
Yeah, the ads
He's
are back
animated.
up.
Whoa! Oh, if you hide behind the pillars, they can
Oh,
strategically
okay.
shield the blast. Oh, raising a sword. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh fuck.
Ow.
You lived. Nice.
Wow, I fucking debris landed him.
Oh my god. I just got chain frozen. Be advised, I'm having a hard time getting to you guys, so for healing, just be mindful of your distance. Ouch! Like Dave in Arctic, I can't get to you. There you go.
I was trying to get away from the blast.
Okay. I'm kind of smack in the middle.
Oh, it's a
Oh, you got me.
directional
Okay.
Let's see
blast.
if I can get to you.
Can anyone see his health?
Yeah, he's
Ads
at
are down.
3/4.
Getting there. Yeah, I'll admit I'm not doing a lot of damage. I'm trying to more focus on his like buddies around him.
Ow.
And I'm so disappointed by the range of the buff spells. It's so hard to use
Oh.
during boss battles because we're also spread out. The healing spells are a little bit better, but the buffs
Well,
are
this is
really
the
hard to
first,
use.
like giant arena, I think. Oh, it's not
Yeah,
like
it's a
Dark Souls.
big one. Ooh, someone's ready to
Whoa.
roll. Yeah, let's see if I can get to you. He's far away from you, JD, so I can get to you. Oh, looks
I
like
got him.
Yeah, got it, good.
Thank you.
Teamwork. Oh Jesus.
He's at half health.
Nice.
Oh god, he's only half.
Ouch.
I'm at 2.
Oh,
Greater
you're
than
alive.
0.
It's Chase.
These Gaio lads are not very nice. There we go. This one. Ouch. Oh fuck. Okay, it's fine. It's not instant killing us like it
Big
was
sword.
previously.
Get to the end. Get to the end.
And where's these things keep coming from? I guess he's just like spawning them constantly.
The Gales, they
Yeah.
don't actually die.
Oh,
Coming
okay.
from his mouth. On his
They kind of
chest.
incapacitate him for a bit and they revive after a while.
Oh, okay, that's what it is then. Yeah. I almost wonder if I shouldn't even focus on them then.
I mean, you should absolutely because they spawn the explodey dudes that are
Oh,
gonna
okay.
kill us.
We're just being mean.
How the hell would you do this at the like single player? I have
Single
no-
player, yeah, exactly. It's an obnoxious fight.
I guess you just have to grind up to a stupid level.
Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to do back in the day. Ah, I couldn't get blocked by it. That's fine.
Big sword.
Oh yeah.
Swords up.
Moving back.
And Gales
Progress,
are down,
baby, we're getting
supposed
there.
to ham.
Oh hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. I'm 10 photon blast points away from a really good heal you guys spell.
And zap your ankle. And he moved.
Yeah, fuck him up. It might still hit, actually. We'll see.
He's got a foot in there.
I think it did damage.
He's pretty low.
Yeah, he's almost there.
The thing, I was hiding behind something for it to block the attack, and then one of the gales came up and broke what I was hiding
Broke
behind.
it.
Yeah.
I lived.
Oh, Jesus.
7, by the way.
All right, let me see if I can get to you. Oh
Oh my god,
I
he's right
should.
next to me.
Oh, I shouldn't be here. I'm in danger. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not instant killing like it was the first time.
That's a different.
Oh, it's a different one. Okay.
Yeah, insta kill is the purple beams.
Oh, I got you. I got you. He's getting real low,
He's
baby.
very
Oh
low.
shit. Nicely done, dudes. Holy shit. Oh man, I was at 96 photon blast. Blue balls. Blue photon blast balls. He's ascended.
I'm sorry, was that Ronald McDonald?
It looked like clown shoes.
Yo, I want that.
There's a name for that sword. Do you remember, Dave?
Whoa, look at us.
Not off the top of my
Hey.
head, no.
Congratulations, Sonic the Hedgehog. You are the hero.
Sonic, you've killed God for the second time.
And they'll never remember me.
And the boss dropped an anti-paralysis. Thank you.
Nice.
I got 1700 Macedo.
Yeah, same here. I killed God and I'll do it again.
Oh, and music.
We could vote with lyrics and everything, yeah.
I am not bound by this mortal coil.
You think God could save you? He couldn't even save himself.
I understand that there's like a recurring theme in a lot of JRPGs with like fighting with like the big bad being some form of like faux religion, faux god thing. I don't know if there's some kind of cultural thing going on about that, how that's like a recurring theme of
So
Like,
part of that
mega
comes from
god.
Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy has a lot of anti-religious undertones.
yeah. Like I don't know if that's just a cultural thing or if it's a thing that only exists in like anime and manga and video games.
Mostly Final Fantasy related because, as far as I know, Dragon Quest is almost pro-church in a couple of ways.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, I guess to be more specific, Final Fantasy is not necessarily anti-religion, but it does throw a lot of shade at the church.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost not even like any specific religion, just like there's some kind of cynicism kind of baked into it sometimes.
Yeah, well, Final Fantasy also has really likes to personify like the setting as a character or like the world as a character. And
Yeah.
the world tends to be very pissed off at, whatever humanity is doing. Okay, this is just gonna kick us right out to the lobby.
Probably. Because yeah, that was the end of episode 2. So
Yep.
the GameCube stuff spanked out of existence.
Wait, that was the final boss for the GameCube?
Yeah,
Yep.
the GameCube version, yeah, that's the last one.
So it's episode 3 after this, or?
Episode 3 was a card
Uh,
game that was only on GameCube, which I'm tempted to try out, but
Yeah,
Not
we
really set up
can
for
do
it.
that, but it's going to be a different thing.
yeah, episode
Yeah,
4 is what
4.
we're gonna go to. Episode 4 was PC exclusive, and it's also where the game starts to really break. So that's
Okay.
fun. Because the areas are, well, let's just get in there. We can do a couple missions. I think we
Yeah.
have time for
Yeah,
that,
I'm
don't
down
we?
if you guys
Yeah.
are. We're
I at least
we've
want to
been
see if the
going
lobbies are
for-
different.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to see.
Yeah, we've been going for about 3 hours, so I'm down to keep going, but I know that we'll probably want to switch gears in a bit just because I know that people will probably want food and such. Yeah, I remember somebody was telling me that episode 3 in the timeline occurs after episode 4. So timeline wise it is 1, 2, 4, and then 3 is like several years in the future, and like it's kind of like a separate, related but disconnected story.
Yeah, but I mean, I've only very mildly looked at 3, but I feel like
Yeah, I think I made this episode 4.
so is it the same?
says episode 4.
Yep, looks good to me
Okay.
because we start in the same place as before.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
It just kind of freaked me out for a second.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I can't remember exactly how it works, but there's a different sequence to get to the new area. Although I'm biased, I prefer this
Yeah, I was about to
lobby
say.
area anyway. I mean, I like
Oh.
the episode 2, but this is where my nostalgia lies.
We're back here.
The OG areas.
Is there anything different about it?
This guy's standing on a platform because he looks so fucking tall right now.
Dude, he is so high right now.
Wow. It's like we're getting the Darth Maul red lightsabers now with the Palast. Converts TP to energy. That could be nice. I wonder how fast it restores it. I guess I could try it out. The answer's probably not very fast, but it might help. Hey, we didn't need any... Actually, that's not true. I did have... I think I might have used one scape doll in that adventure we just went into. Sticks and wands may break my stones, may break my balls.
Spent 6,000 Meseta on that repeater I was using earlier, and then immediately it's gonna get replaced with the lock gun.
Yep.
Well, not a lock gun, a rail gun. Thank you, game.
Thanks, game. Very cool. I'm sitting on 43,000 Meseta that I'm really not using that much. So if you guys need dollars, hit up your boy. Hit me. I'm your boy. Ooh, I say that. I'm going to get a King's Frame. That'll be a little bit expensive, but it's worth it. Yeah, I'll still have money. So if you need dollars, I got you. Congratulations. You're a winner.
Oh, holy shit, this armor is really good in the store.
Yeah, they got pretty good stuff,
I
actually.
should have been checking. Oh, this is like higher than I can actually equip. Never mind.
It's too good. Finger in butt. Oh, whoa. We're looking at the Grand Armor. No, wait, not Grand Armor. There's another one that was like really good. The General Armor.
Yeah, general armor, yeah.
Yeah. Is that... Oh, General Arms and General Legs? He made a General Armor too? This guy's amazing. What a beefcake.
I think I have general power on right now.
Hell yeah. Saw my old one. I'm gonna put my extra escape dolls in my stash and mustache.
Oh, that reminds me.
That for the time being. For the time being. So I can't use the baton. Eventually.
Oh my god. I'm modifying the finger and butt a little.
No, these emotes just aren't the same without the... Oh, there you go. Oh, there
my
you go.
God.
Perfect. That's... You gotta bust that out when we least expected, Arctic. I was thinking, like, the emotes, like the little flippy emotes, aren't the same without the effect of my legs somehow going up through my esophagus.
Okay, let's see if takes the leader every time. We get to find that out.
I'm gonna miss
Short
Ellie.
bus.
Okay, missing research. Contact with our research team was lost near the crater. Okay, and the description is almost the same.
Please investigate and kill Mega Satan for us, please.
Okay, I
the
did not
third
get
time.
kicked. Holy shit.
Oh, wow. So episode
No,
2
it's
is the one
only
that
an
hates us.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
episode 2
Oh.
thing.
I was spamming A, and it gave me an option for something, and I just hit the first one because I was spamming.
Should I say no?
What did she
It's
add?
do you know that the crater was caused by meteor strike? Yes or no?
Oh, okay. So it was gonna miss us, and then it got redirected by some mysterious force. So yeah, we sent a team to investigate. They never came back, so we're sending you guys because you're good at investigating things where people die.
You guys don't have life insurance. You guys are up next.
You're more expendable.
They won't let hedgehogs sign up.
Some interspecies, like, what's the word? Exclusion.
I keep trying to buy life insurance, but they keep complaining about average life expectancy of a hedgehog.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so big. That's what she said.
Is that a Palash? No, this is a Palash.
No, this is what is this? A Birdus?
Birdus.
I have a +7 Balash.
Ooh. Yeah, the Darth Maul lightsaber.
The pig
Well,
guy.
not Darth Maul, but Darth Maul color.
That immediately just
They're
fall over.
very
Okay.
weak.
These guys are
Improved
real.
that, by the way.
Yeah, these guys are like baby level.
Yeah, what the hell?
They're making noises that sound like the pink demon lads from Doom 1 and Doom 2.
Oh, the pink. They are quite literally called Pinky Demon.
Oh, are they?
This place reminds me of the first place you fight the boss in Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dinosaur Canyon area.
Dino Domain.
That one.
Okay, I'm once again getting the feeling that maybe we should try bumping the difficulty, but we tried that last time and it was really like not worth it at all.
It was a disaster, yeah. Yeah, because right now we're steamrolling. I honestly can't remember what it was like, Dave, when we played years ago.
Yeah. I remember the last boss being awful,
Yes.
but everything else I don't
Well,
think
remember the
was
last
that bad.
the last act did this too. I think the beginning of the
Yeah,
act
exactly.
partially assumed that you might be just skipping straight to them.
Yeah,
So it
possibly,
lowballs
yeah.
us eventually at the start, yeah.
Yeah, it only really got bad in like the last area there.
And they're dropping, like, not great experience, but not horrible experience, for that matter. Oh my god, they're dropping so many monofluids. I'm so happy. This is great. Usually I'm like, drowning in monomates. They are very vulnerable. Oh, escaped. Oh, wow. They're very vulnerable to lightning as well, surprisingly.
Oh, we got Rappies? Or retextured Rappies?
Oh,
anyway?
yeah.
Sandra.
Or Rappy, like orange Rappy, or Rappies.
Also, the satellite lizards are chameleon.
Like
And
dinosaur
sound
noises.
effect.
Yeah.
You can tell they didn't have much of a either time or budget to do this one.
Well, I appreciate that stock sound effect too because it's
Yeah, I do
in,
like it.
like three different things that I know. It's one of the attack sounds in Cosmic Rift. I think it's one of the Zerg units in StarCraft.
Ah, nice.
What's the flying thing that everybody would spam the shit out?
Mutilus?
Yeah.
So is this the final episode?
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed.
And you can tell this is on PC too, because the areas are just like super open with tons of stuff.
Yeah, I love it. There's some boxes over here, BT dubs.
And this is also kind of what I was saying with like this is where the engine's kind of stressed out, and you're going to start seeing a lot more of Arctic like shooting off to the side to an enemy on your screen that's elsewhere on his.
I pressed the button.
Woo!
I don't know what it did.
Probably open this gate that JD and I just walked through.
Ooh.
Probably. Oh.
I see more boxes over here. I see lots of boxes.
Oh, there's a green pig guy.
I have questions about this army's hierarchy. Every single person I've seen has been a general.
It's a very, there's like a word for it, but like the kind of hierarchy where it looks like an arrow pointing up, or like there's a midpoint that's just super saturated. A lot of middle management. Oh man, I'm finding a lot of cool things, and I just got a plain barrier. It's like, make up your mind, game.
You guys might be like immune to range damage. Neat. I couldn't hit the wolf things from the front with a pistol. Okay, here you go. Here you guys come. All right.
Yeah, we're exploring.
You're just like running ahead, killing everything.
There's like a bunch of just little side areas where there were boxes and stuff.
There's so many rappies.
More boxes over here, actually. There's a lot of boxes over here. Holy shit.
That looks like a classic Doctor Who or fucking monster.
A rare weapon, you
actual
say?
thing. Wow.
Wait, what?
Ooh, try grinder, nice. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff that's getting dropped here. I'm really impressed.
I just found a handgun.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm finding like really cool stuff, and then intermingled with that are barrier and frame.
I've not found anything.
There's a lot of little side box paths that are really easy to miss, but are very rewarding for like
This is the beginning of the
exploration.
level again? No, it's not. All right.
Yeah, there's the handgun. Yep, I see it too. Yeah, saber followed by try grinder. What the fuck? Oh my god, my mag is so happy. Holy shit. It's like the game is finally caught up to the fact that forces might exist and might need things more than just monomates forever.
Okay, yeah, the satellite lasers do appear to be immune to damage from the front range.
Yowie.
Oh my god, they're so far ahead. It's one of those instances where like usually if possible, I usually try to wait for folks, but I think because there's really not a lot of experience to be gained. Oh crap, I don't want that. It's really not worth waiting up for me necessarily. Because there's not a lot of experience these guys are dropping. That's so many fluids.
You know, for some reason, I got to like right here, and I'm like, you know what? This game is actually kind of pretty right now.
Yeah, I'm like also trying to take in the sights because it is a lot to appreciate. I almost wish what we were seeing at the end of episode 2. I almost wish there was maybe a little bit more of that. But I mean, even before then, like, I love the beach area. Like, I love some of the other episode 2 areas.
Yeah, the episode 2 jungle might be my favorite area.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I almost wish just, like, the intro didn't take so long for episode 2, because it took a while before we got to the good stuff. Why here traps? Whee!
I was kind of expecting JD not to go that way, but I didn't realize there were boxes.
Ooh, well, there would be boxes.
It's okay, I dodged most of those.
Get these explodies out of here.
I saw those traps and I was like, it's a dead end, no problem. Oh.
Little did you know I would find a way.
Sonic's the name. Explosions are my game.
Sonic's the name.
Ooh, friends.
Self-harm is my game.
Walking into death traps.
Remember, kids, face
Level
checking
up.
always does better than perception checks.
That's correct. Is this anything good? Nope, it is a plain-ass frame. Oh, big mantis friend. Hope he's dead.
That mantis looks like something I'd expect to see in like a fucking classic Doctor Who.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I was kind of
Some
thinking
dude in a
like
big-
Star Trek original series. Type of
Yep.
thing. Oh no, it would just be a guy in a costume. Never mind.
Yeah, just some dude in a big rubber suit.
Yeah, Doctor Who got a little bit more intricate.
Like these boulders that have
It
clearly
was
carved
still
a
mostly
path.
big rubber suit.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Like
Daleks
Power
were literally
Rangers.
just the Daleks were literally trash cans at first.
Yeah, that's true too. And that
Oh, no,
weapon
the
is
Rappies
so
don't run away.
strong.
We're missing out on all those sabers and
I
frames.
saw them.
Ooh, it's a full heal down there. Although I'm finding so many monofluids, I'm actually, for the first time ever, I'm doing pretty well stat-wise. This is great.
Wow, general mind minus. Small brain general.
General is starting to lose his edge a little bit.
Pretty soon he'll be forced to retire.
Yeah, early retirement. Ouch.
Babuda.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, hi.
I think that's a person we
Yeah, we talked
would
to them, I
normally
think.
meet in like the story quests in single player. Or
Is
like
that
little
Ray?
side quests.
I think it's Ray.
Something like that, yeah. Because we get to see a few of those characters. Oh wow, lots of
Yeah,
boxes
okay.
this
I'm
one.
remembering episode 4 now. Yeah, stuff is in the story quest.
She's kind of a jerk.
Okay, moving on.
Bunch of boxes over this way.
remembering that now. Like I think there's a lot of NPCs in the kind of around in the story in the government quest. isn't there?
Yeah, like if we get to meet or re-meet up with a bunch of the NPCs that you normally get introduced to in like the side quests in single player mode, like the blue guy with the gun, like the shotgun, the generic green or orange lad with like the dual sided lightsaber.
Yeah, like
So it's like you get to-
the sample character art, I think, on the character selection screen, I think shows them off too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like all those default characters are like NPCs that are named. Found another try grinder. Holy shit! I'm grinding. I'm a grindy boy. And hydrate.
Hey, what do you know? Hello.
This guy, yeah, this guy with the instant kill weapon. It has some kind of like death effect that can get an instant kill, I think.
I remember getting that thing on the Dreamcast days, and I remember being really disappointed, but using it anyway because it was really cool.
It looks cool, which is way more important.
Yeah, obviously. Oh, and the cactus actually hurt you if you run into him.
Oh, really? I forgot
awesome.
about that detail. like the boulders that have clearly carved a path in the landscape by like getting either tossed or just rolled down a certain direction.
Sorry, I had to run into a cat.
You have to test it out. It's really important. This is the happiest my mag has been since we've started playing the game, where there's so many fluids and he is a happy boy. Alright, here's another one. There we go. More box to the side there.
I like their names.
Yowie Zowie.
Yeah, I don't think Yowie is a hugely appropriate name for them.
Well, thankfully the spelling is different.
Yeah.
Unless it's like spelled differently in the Japanese translation. Or maybe that's just what they're into. We don't know what these bad guys do in their off hours. I don't want to target him. I want to target this friend. His buddy.
I'm a big fan of the name Buddha myself.
Yes.
Babuta.
Oh, man. I can't get to them fast enough. I'm falling way behind levels, too. Ooh, a rare weapon. Nice.
I've not seen one of these before.
Well, happy hour / delicious hour goes for another, I think, 15 minutes or so. I've actually yet to get anything on my end. No reds yet.
And we got one like really early on. That was the goofy bacon sword for the event that was going on.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think
at
that
the
was
very
the
beginning.
Yeah. I
bacon
have a
sword was
couple of
great.
them in my bank. If we want to sport bacon swords, JD.
Swapping meat swords. Is that like clear, like translucent swords, super damaging?
Yeah, it does.
It
Probably
looks
too much
so
damage for
cool.
what we're doing right now, but on the other hand, it doesn't seem to matter that much. Because we're kind of one-shotting everything anyway, or two-shotting.
Like I'm watching the melee people walk up to these dudes and pressing a button and just everything dies, and I'm just like, oh my god, I want what he's got. I'll have what he's having.
I'm just using it because it looks cool.
It does look. It also looks awesome. Yeah, accurate.
Found a rare weapon, but it's a sword. It also
Can
needs
you
a-
tell?
Yeah, because it had the
Just
sword
from the
icon.
icon?
Yeah.
I love just watching Alex smite the Rappies as they try to get away.
It is satisfying with the lightning spell since it's like instantaneous. With the fireball and with the ice spell, there's a, you know, it has to travel somewhere. Oh, big friend.
I'm
Oh,
dead.
hi.
He's very weak to fire. Like crazy weak to fire.
Oh, JD's dead.
Oh, let me get to him real quick.
I got him. Did he just one-shot you, like when he spawned in or something?
Yeah. I mean, I was at half health already, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's the robot green man with the sprite shot.
Good old green friend. Yes, I remember him well.
Again, there's nothing back here. All right. I do remember this room quite a bit from later in the story. Is there like an arena here that we gotta fight stuff in? Maybe
something like that.
Point?
Oops.
Guys are pricks.
Oh, okay. I'm remembering the story now. All right. All right. Not going to spoil anything because it's still not very interesting, but I do remember this. I think I remember the premise now.
Oh, I love that.
We're all
Seeing us
clustered up.
all.
Yeah, we're all huddled together. Group hug. So ominous and dramatic. Hey, what's up, Roblox? Morning for you, my friend. Yeah, it is 5 p.m. where I'm at, so I'm in the evening hours. Gotta say,
I wondered why the hell
sorry,
we're trying to colonize this planet still.
Yeah.
It seems like a bad plan.
It's like a meteor landed and started causing all this bad shit or something.
Yeah, whenever we found the Tomb of God, probably would have been a good sign to just like, hey, maybe you should fuck off.
Yeah, Mega Satan's tomb only had bad things.
Just declare exterminatus and leave.
Yeah.
Assuming that's a thing in this universe, I don't know.
Talk to this lady next. Thank you for your assistance. I gotta say, the first couple fights in that area, I was like, oh, this experience isn't very good. Then I was like, oh shit, they actually are dropping a lot of experience, like with the number of enemies they were throwing at us. I got 3 tri-grinders. I got so much good stuff and so many fluids. Oh my god, I love episode 4. It's my favorite. As a force, it's the best. Well, as always, I could keep going. Like I said, I know it is getting a little bit into the afternoon hours for you guys, so if you wanted to call it or do one more, I'm down for whatevskis.
I'm thinking I should probably get some apartment stuff done.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm kind of feeling my brain shut off. So I'm gonna start a lobby just to figure out what this weapon I picked up is, because I'm excited. But other than that, I'm done.
That is a
I'll
good
probably hop in so I can sell some stuff.
Clean up management time.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Super H. That's me. I'm the Super H. And of course, for those curious, so we're about to wrap up our session here with PSO. However, I'm going to keep streaming. We're going to do some community games after this. So the stream shenanigans shall definitely keep going. Got some school stuff. Absolutely, Roblox, of course. Yeah, of course, we're happy to have you here, but no pressure if other stuff has to come up. I totally understand. Stuff like that should definitely take priority.
I got a hoe.
Oh, that sounds familiar, actually.
I
I
got something that
can't
looks
use.
nuts.
I think I might remember that one.
I got a Kusanagi.
Yeah, that's also what I got.
Okay.
So, I guess you can have that one, then Dave, I can give you the other one.
Oh, the hoe is I just don't have enough ATP. I think it's a halberd. Looks like it might be a
Something
halberd.
like that, yeah. It's exactly what you think it is.
This is for you.
Nothing good. Nothing good with weapons, at least.
Either of you melee folk, I guess, but seeing as you already got it, then...
Ooh, sounds fancy. Oops, let's buy 2 of them. Stocking up.
Not too
Ooh,
far
healing
away
level
from
10,
being
yes. I think King's Frame is the one I would need in order for any upgrade to happen. Oh, King's Frame, but yeah, this one has no slots, so not worth it. So Freeze Barrier, yeah, so the barrier I have is the best one for now. Alright, if anybody wants any of the grinders that I found, I am dropping them individually in the store area. And I'm taking very careful clicking to make sure I don't use them by accident. Is there anything else that I wanted to deposit? I don't... Oh, I have a scapegoat I picked up.
Okay, so the Kusanagi, which I guess JD dropped. Okay, yeah, I can't quite use that either, but it's, again, not too far away. A few more levels away. So I will hold on to this.
I'm curious, yeah, I'm curious to see what it looks like.
It looks really cool, but it's gonna be a while till I can use it at least.
Yeah.
I will drop a bacon sword for you because I have multiples of them.
Bacon.
Can you consume it as a healing item?
That would be amazing.
Eat the bacon sword.
Especially whenever it's just covered in the blood of your enemy.
Yes, sir. That's the sauce, the secret sauce.
Also one of those because I have like 7 of them.
Zan bacon.
The flowing sword is the cool transparent sword I've been using this whole time that does way too much damage.
That thing's awesome, yeah. I think it's named for Heathcliff Flowen, the lad we murdered last time, who was Mega Satan.
Yeah, probably.
It's the soul of him trapped in his sword.
Oh, what the hell? I have like 50,000 Meseta in the bank for some reason. Nah, whatever.
I've got, I think I had that much at one point, but then I spent dollars on a new frame and new barriers.
Yeah, I'll deal with that next time.
Whoops. That was not the right button, actually.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm curious to see this. If Dave's gonna look at the new weapon, I'm just kind of curious to see what it looks like.
I can't equip it yet, so I just wanted to see the different area name, just as a nostalgia trip.
Which one should you go into?
I just went into the crater. Well, but like I said, I can't even equip that weapon yet, so.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is that? Ooh.
Look at all these craters. Crater, I hardly even know her.
That was loads of fun.
That was fun, yeah. Episode 2, the ending was quite the spectacle. Episode 1 is probably still my favorite just because it's so iconic, but yeah, 2 was a treat.
Yeah.
This is our last episode before what, Universe?
Correct,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, I would say, generally speaking, it's probably, I mean, it's up to you guys for what you'd be comfortable with as far as if you wanted to do, like, hard mode with this game before going to PSU, but, yeah, PSU, yeah. Or, yeah, if we want to just jump right into the new game.
My thing would be, like, if there's any extra bosses on the harder modes, like, the Dark Falls boss would be something I'd want to revisit just because, I guess, it's so nutty.
That's the thing. If you go to ultimate difficulty in PSO in this game, there are different versions of bosses. The dragon boss is different. I think all the bosses are different in ultimate mode, and there's different monsters. They're mostly reskins, but like certain bosses are definitely like pretty different. But it takes a long time to get to ultimate level difficulty. So
Yeah,
like
well, like
levels, that is.
The Dark Falls boss, I think, is just hardened up.
Yeah,
So
I think you're right.
could probably do right now if we wanted to.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to do ultimate for that guy.
Yeah.
Where
So
you're
that
on the
guy-
floating platform.
That could be a good send off for Phantasy Star. Well, I think didn't we do that last time? I think that's
We did.
exactly what we did last time.
Yeah, that's exactly it, and we steamrolled it because by that point we were able to fight the boss of episode 4. So Dark Falls on hard was not nearly as bad.
Yeah, because we were like level 80 or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in fact, here, let me double check. I'm pretty sure I still have that character. I think he's like level 80 something. He is 85. That's right. Good old. I've renamed all my characters to be very unique. They're all titled Super Hobbit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh crap, I actually have two forces that are both level 40, so I have to be very careful about how I select them.